Hello, everybody. Hello, welcome once again to Omoyes Corner. Thank you for joining me once again, guys. Thank you all for your support. To all my subscribers, my goodness, thank you so much for your support. Thank you for your kind comments. Thank you for being respectful to each other, and um expressing yourselves respectfully. And I appreciate each and every one of you. If you're just joining me for the first time, kindly thank you very much. Also, I appreciate you. Thank you for your support and your continued support. um, if you have not yet subscribed, please subscribe so that we can grow this village and make it bigger and bigger and bigger. So, guys, today I want to catch up. I want us to catch up on a few things. First thing I want to talk about is with regards to this um, this election fraud that is going on. People are registering under false names, and they're getting people from different parts of God knows where. There are different names from different parts of the world. Some are Jamaican, some are Australians. I mean, it really beats me, how these people just do what they do. They say they say they're going to be going electronic, right? They want to take the voting electronically. They want to do it electronically. And with all that, they still have the time and the resources to create avenues for people to cheat. Make it make sense to me. But you know what? I'm happy that they're being exposed on a daily basis. They continue to be exposed. Nothing they do is going to go unnoticed. Nothing. Even if they breathe, if there's any breeze blowing around, we will know about it. They can do whatever they want to, but at the end of the day, it's not up to them to decide how who gets there. We, the people, are going to decide who gets there. That's what's going to be. So they can do whatever they want to do. They can plan, they can plot, but at the end of the day, guess what? It is what the creator wants to happen that will happen. And nothing can change it. Nobody can change anything about that at all. Please, if anybody can hear me, please let me know if you can hear me. I want to make sure my audio is okay and I'm not just talking at the screen, because that has happened a couple of times. I spent like good minutes talking and nobody is hearing me. So please, if you can hear me, if you'll be so kind as to let me know that my audio is good. But in the meantime, I'm just going to go ahead. So that's on one hand. I don't know if anybody saw the video of, I think it was a young 12-year-old boy that trashed his mother's place. Well, apparently the guy turned out to be 15 or 16. Oh, thank you. Oh, Brother Paul, welcome. Wow, you're the first here. Thank you very much. Yeah. I don't know. I saw that video and my heart just broke for the mother of that child. That child, in my mind, I was like, maybe that child, there's something wrong. Nobody knows it. He really trashed the place, though. He trashed it big time. But I just did think, I say, you can't just judge by just watching a video. There may be more going on in the background that we don't know. And I don't want to be somebody who's judging somebody unnecessarily. I felt sorry for the mother. I think she was the one making the video, as she was walking around the house and just like showing a video of all the damage that was done to her house. Man, now wow. I mean, that house was really trashed. The windows were broken, the mirrors in the bathroom, even the toilet seats. Oh my god. Hey, that na money, oh. And a serious expense unplanned for that woman will have to dish out to sort out that situation. But anyway, like I said, what do I know? It's not up to me to judge by just looking. I wish them the best, and I hope that whatever is going on, they're able to resolve it, because it's not easy. It's not easy. I don't know if the woman is a single mother, even if she's married, things happen. So I don't know. I really don't. People had different reactions to it. There were some people, I was reading some comments on the video that I saw, and people were saying, then when this is what happens when you don't train your child well, maybe you didn't spank the child growing up and all of that. People had different comments on that under that video. I kind of felt sorry. And apparently it turned out that she wasn't the one who even shared the video. She had sent it to a very close friend of hers for keeps, for I think for to keep it or to let her know what happened. And the person that she trusted enough to share that video with was the one that leaked that video. And to that I say, wow, you can really not trust anybody. Why would you do that? Imagine if that was your own child. But now what for people, oh, somebody gives you something in confidence and say, hey, here, hold it for me. And then you turn around. I mean, what was it woman trying to gain by sharing that kind of video? I don't understand it. What was she trying to gain? What was she trying to achieve by doing that? It was kind of disappointing though to learn that it was somebody she had shared it with and had told her, please, oh, keep this video for me. Maybe she's storing it for whatever reason, or just to show her friend to say, hey, can you imagine, this is what I'm going through, or stuff like that, to get some advice. And boom, the woman decides to go and share it with all her friends. Hey, Mirabelle, you are early today. Welcome. Good to see you here. How are you? How's your week been, Mirabelle? Yes, I have absolutely had a beautiful, nice breeze. It was very windy today. It's getting cold, people. Yay! But hey, brace yourself for the cold that is coming. After the heat comes the cold. So yeah. So today, my sister, I just addressed the fraud that was detected in INEC, where people were registering people under Jamaican names, Australian names from different parts of the world into the INEC voting system. So it was exposed. Somebody came out and exposed it from one of the states. I believe, and the guy said that it is happening in almost all the APC states. And I just said to that, there's somebody greater than all the fraud that they are doing. At the end of the day, it is going to be exactly what the creator wants. That's what we're going to get. So it doesn't matter what they do. People can cheat. They can do whatever they like. But at the end of the day, we'll see what happens now. So, and then I was talking about I think it was a video I saw about, apparently they had said it was a 12-year-old boy that trashed his mom's home or something like that. But then I saw a video today saying that it wasn't the mom who actually shared the video. It was somebody she trusted, a friend of hers. Maybe she was trying to tell the friend, hey, this is what I'm going through. Can you imagine this is what my son did? And that friend leaked the video, which I think was was in very poor taste, because we don't know what that child is going through, right? Hey, Neka, my village sister, welcome. Oh, welcome. Make una enter. Oh. Yes, so I'm telling you, Mirabelle, they have already started their evil, but it will not work, because everything all the evil they are starting is being exposed. As they are doing it, they're exposing it. It's just sweeting me, because I know their back is being broken every time they keep exposing them for the evil that they are planning. They will not succeed this time around. Everything in life has an expiration. Even evil has its own expiration. Their time is over. It's up. There's nothing they can do about it. Yes, will they try? Absolutely. We knew that they were going to try, but people are speaking up. People are speaking up, and people are aware, and I'm trusting those, and I'm speaking to the God in the hearts of people. If you see something, say something. Let's be knowing as it is happening. So they're putting pressure on INEC. They're going to put fire under INEC. It's not the same. Oh, but they're not to say, will be the same. This one, everybody ready. We wear khaki on top of leather. We ready. Oh, oh, great, Mirabelle. I'm glad. Oh yeah. Oh, did you have corona, Mirabelle? Are you kidding? I didn't know that. I hope you feel better. Neka, my love.
Yes, ma'am. How are you, my
Hey, my
darling?
sister.
Let me
Welcome,
talk like
welcome.
the British, the black British folks. How are you, my darling?
I'm good. I'm good. Thank
My mom
you.
lives there.
In
My
California?
no, in the UK.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh,
And
okay.
my sister was born and raised there.
Oh, wow.
Uh,
Great. Okay, so you'll
I
be
think
British now somehow, somehow.
I very good. Look, I stay America jelly.
Abi o, Americana girl, not so my sister. Me, I personally I like America. I mean, with all the I really like America. I prefer I've been to I don't like I can't. My spirit not agree with London.
Yeah,
Like
that's
that to visit and go be my own.
I, I can imagine.
Yeah. I'm
Yeah,
not too.
you were talking. You just were talking about the boy that trashed the house. Actually, I've been boiling about that whole issue since yesterday
Oh wow.
because our Nigerian people, they don't read,
Judgmental.
they don't
Mm,
read, and they don't listen. Even
mm,
after that video that the mom put out,
mm-hmm.
they still were saying, "Oh, you it's the upbringing." I'm like, did you listen to what she said? She said, "I've been dealing with this for 15 years. My son has mental issues."
Yeah, when I
I
saw
had,
that video, that was the first thing that came to mind yesterday. I was like,
yeah,
this girl.
when I saw it, she didn't even
Mm,
have to say anything. And
mm-hmm.
I came across Augusta Gold's video.
Yeah, I
And
want her updates. Yes, go ahead. Yes.
yes, and when I listened to that, and I was saying and I put a comment on there. You see that friend that put the video out?
Yeah,
I'm sorry. I don't wish her well. I
that
do
was
not wish her
distasteful.
well
That was
because
really
you know what?
distasteful
That
on
could
her
have
part.
been me.
Yeah.
I told you some of you know that I
Yeah.
have a daughter with autism.
You
And
mentioned. Yeah.
she doesn't have mental issues, but she has behavioral issues.
Right.
So if she does something, like sometimes when these things happen, it's overwhelming.
Mm.
Because most of the time, even when the father is in the home, most of the time it's the woman that deals with the whole thing. It's the mother that deals with a
Right.
lot of these things. And I can imagine I can do that same thing to a friend. I can, send a video to
Mm-hmm.
a friend of mine because
Yes.
when I'm telling you, if I call you and say, "Oh my, this is what is I'm going through," sometimes
Mm.
I want you to see it so you can, you know,
Understand where you're coming from.
understand. And I'm very sure that was what that woman did. And
Absolutely.
for
I
you to
agree.
send that video to anybody, I don't give a damn who it is.
Yeah.
To
Yeah.
me, I'm telling you, I've never spoken like this to anyone. I don't wish her well
Mm.
because that is a child, and
Right.
that woman is going through a lot.
Yes.
When my daughter sometimes just have a meltdown, meltdown, just cry for no reason, you lose your mind because you're helpless.
Mm.
Even for us moms that believe we've been dealing with it for a long time, and we know what we think we know what to do,
Mm-hmm.
sometimes you just lost.
Mm.
And for people out there to be saying, get called for house, if you that to reset his brain. Are you kidding me?
Mm.
You think that boy wants to be like that? Sometimes when your child is doing something by purpose. Even these children that we say have mental issues or behavioral issues, as a parent. But sometimes it's just out of their control.
Right.
They can't control what's going on in their brain. So for
Mm.
people to just talk anyhow, it saddened me since yesterday. I cried when I read people's comments. I had to just like get off.
I'm so sorry to
because
do that.
I can feel the pain of that woman. Why? Okay, we talk about mental health. Mental health is real, as Nigerians or as Africans. But at the
Right.
same time, you condemning a woman that, you know, is going through it with her child. What gives?
Say, Neka, our people are very ignorant to these things, first and
You
foremost.
can, you can say
So,
that again.
no, they're extremely ignorant. Now,
Yeah.
Nigerians, the level of ignorance when it comes to mental health is not here. Oh. You see all this thing we're talking about,
Mm-hmm.
autism, different spectrums, talking about mental health, when a woman is lashing out or a man has had it and he's reacting a certain way. It's all related, but the level of ignorance. But can you really blame them though? To be honest, you can't when you don't have a working system, where there is
Yes.
nothing in place, where people are living in abject poverty, where they
Mm-hmm.
intentionally keep people ignorant. You can't really blame them. You understand what I'm saying? Even though
Yeah.
they don't have a right to, of course, judge this woman, and write stuff, but now where they no reach, you know.
Yeah, I understand that. But the woman came out and made a short video and said it. And you
Mm.
need to read those comments. After she said it, they were still saying the same thing. What does upbringing got to do with the boy's mental health?
Nigerians no go understand that
They were
one.
not listening. They did not read
Mm.
when that video came out. They didn't read. And then the mother put out the video and you still didn't listen. Yes, you can be ignorant. I get that, but are you deaf?
They're not they listen now. Waiting them, is what they want to believe, is what their own understanding. That's how they react. They react based
I see,
on,
I
you
see that. And
yes.
anything about it, I just since morning, anything, if
Mhm.
I see it or whatever, I just don't even want to read or say. Just
Right.
I knew you were. You know what? Okorin or Jojulo. I knew you were going to come on today. I said, "Oh, yeah, gonna come on today,
Yes.
and I'll speak. You should let me speak my mind."
I'm glad. No, I'm glad this is why we are here. Eh? So
Yeah.
we can talk our mind. No, it's true. I agree with you, Neka. But me
Yeah.
also understand where Nigerians, the ignorance, they come from a deep place of ignorance.
Yes.
I understand the orientation for Nigeria. I understand how they think. Their
Mhm.
thinking is very myopic.
Mhm.
I'm not saying all Nigerians. So before people come and attack me and say you are
No.
from Nigeria, you are putting down Nigeria. As our people
Mhm.
will do it. So I have to put that out
Yes.
there. I'm not saying all Nigerians. After all, are you not Nigerian? Are we not talking
I
about
will.
it? So, but Nigerians, they know now waiting they understand. Then they go see the hammer on. They will
Ah,
not listen to you to understand where you're coming from. That's where the empathy. They don't know how to show empathy where in matters that they don't fully understand. To them,
no,
it's
they don't.
one track mind. Like you, if to say you beat the boy when he's small, if to say you lock him up, if to say you do
Exactly.
this or not, that is all they think about.
Mhm. Yeah,
You
that
know.
was those were the comments.
Ehen.
So
Exactly. We not read the comment plenty like that too. But I know as Nigerians they will operate. When I just see there, I say these people, they not go
yeah.
ever understand. Lie, wọn kò jọ, kò sí nǹkan tó
Mhm.
fẹ́ sọ. Not be this
Then.
woman be that what's her name? May Edoche. You see how they
Mhm.
were going after her when I think she was still wearing her ring and all. They're like, why you still wearing your ring? She be say
Ah,
you have left the man. Divorce him now. You are a weak person. See the comments. You are using it to catch flex. You are using it to make
uh-uh.
money. I'm like,
Is she there to
dude.
satisfy you? I mean, I don't understand. What has that got to do with you or anything else for that matter?
I mean,
Exactly.
they were going in on this woman. They were just going. I'm like, hello, this woman is going through a major heartbreak. Do people
Yeah.
understand what it means to go through public? Forget about private. Oh, those people, those of us who have been through heartbreak privately, we know
Mhm.
it's tougher. Not talk of somebody that is going through it in the public eye
Yeah,
and
they feel.
knowing At the same time, you are knowing that something happened with the I said Nigerians don't have any chill. Oh.
They don't have any chill. They forget to they maybe they're not even thinking about the fact that she will mourn those years she spent with them, with her husband or ex-husband or whatever you want to call him. She's gonna mourn those years. And part of
17
it
years is
is
not
keeping,
big.
if part of it is keeping her wedding bands on, then that's it. How is that even
Exactly.
an issue? Kilo wo debe.
We go, in fact, ṣé o mọ̀ pé mi ò mọ̀. It's when I saw it in the comment, I was like, kí ló ń sọ náà? When I saw it, I was like, oh my God, kí ló fẹ́ kóbìnrin yìí ṣe náà? Ṣé kó lọ
Àwọn
para
mẹ́ta
ẹni?
fún.
Ronaldo,
Hey, brother
Ronaldo.
Paul, welcome.
Ah,
Oh.
ẹ̀ka
Make
lẹ́tà
una no
o.
vex. So you know, say I dey talk to two powerful women. So if I don't do small gra, una no go let me come.
I
Ẹ má bínú, ẹ̀ka lẹ́ o. Good
Abi
evening o.
o.
Ekale. Yeah,
Mhm.
Nneka, what you said really, really touched me, and I want to really, really applaud you. But like my mother, they
Oh,
say, my
thank
mother
you.
used to do. My mother speaks Robo very, very well. She speaks the two type of Robo that she knows. She speaks her own dialect, and she speaks the general Robo very well. But when my
Oh.
mother want to pray, she pray with Yoruba because she say, Nadia God the answer am. That is where she understand the password, you know. So my sister, if I want to thank you, I'll just say, let me thank you my local downtown way, my worry way. My sister, God go bless you, whether you like it or not. You
Amen.
know,
Oh, thank
Amen.
to
you.
to
Thank
come
you.
out like this, to say things like this, because when people have kids who are going through stuff like this in our community, we punish the kids, we hide it. You
Mm.
understand?
Yes.
So we don't help matters. So I really know what you are going through. You know, I could remember back in the days when I came to the States, I worked with kids like this. My sister won't lie to you. I didn't work up to 3 months, you know, and what makes me didn't even work up to 3 months? It is the people that knows nothing about it. Like I will
Mm-hmm.
come back from work, I will call home and say, hey, the thing what I see today. I'm not saying you go
Mm.
America, maybe go work with this type of people. Make you
Oh
not come out
my.
here. You can imagine the level. But like
Mm-hmm.
Omoye said, it is the level of ignorance. I don't think
Mm-hmm.
ignorant is the right statement because ignorance simply means you have idea to some extent, but you just don't understand what you're doing. These
Mm-hmm.
people are completely novice when it comes to it. You know,
Yes.
it's like the way pharmacists and doctors write to us. Who can't read nothing. Just give me medicine, make a day okay. We don't know what they wrote. So these people are
Benny.
completely ignorant. So, and they are talking from the place of ignorance. They don't really
Mm.
understand. I feel your pain. My dad too died of dementia. So
Mm.
I'm really,
Ayo,
really watching
delete.
myself very well.
Brother Paul, delete. Oh.
Oh,
Delete.
sorry. Sorry.
Yes.
Yeah,
No wahala.
my papa do old man forget level.
Hey, yeah,
Mm-hmm.
God rest his soul.
You
Mm.
know, so you can
Benny.
imagine I grew up in a home where every of our body, there is nothing called what in Yoruba will call bere. No bere for
Mm.
my chest, for my waist, for my hand, anywhere.
Mm.
It will
Mm.
never happen. My father was those type of people who challenge. I hate to now I want to they criticize now. Catholic people say, what will be the difference between Catholic and somebody where they do better? You carry for neck, you carry for house, you carry for store, you carry for this. Now one day you say you carry that, you know. So, but what am I saying? But I could remember one day they told me, they said, hey, the way my papa they do, it get as a B, get as a no B. They forced my mother, because my father retired back to his country home. And my mother and my dad, they are from different, even different local government. They're both robos, but different local government. They forced my dad and go do things, do better for my papa body. When I
Oh.
heard this thing, I cried. This is a
Mm.
man that will never accept anything of such. Didn't believe it's
Mm.
not his faith, no nothing. You understand? My dad is a Jehovah Witness, and even strong Jehovah Witness who also love his wife so much, marry an outsider. My mother is not a Jehovah Witness. Started going to Pentecostal before she relocated to Redeem till she died. She's been a Redeemer for over 30 years. You know, so you can imagine what when they told me that what we went through because they don't understand what the man is going through. They think say na spiritual matter. So they go carry and begin cut belle, cut here, cut here, cut
Wow.
here. They put up any kind leaf wey they never see before for inside bush, cut and put for the man body. They put pepper for the man body. So you can imagine the pain the man went through because these people don't have common knowledge about what this person is going through.
Right.
So
Wow.
they give. I don't want to say things. The type of names they call these people, and my pastor, yeah, have a day center like that, for kids. Sometimes when I see my church people, some of these people that some of them even come and they never get pali. Church will even try to help them. Then they go make money for and come back and say, "Oh, this pikin self, they're supposed to bring their call church for deliverance." I look them and say, "Come on now." And the painful part with we coming from Nigerians and Ghana, it pains me a lot because if you are now to some extent, I want to criticize. Let me manage my words very well. We that is coming from Ghana, Nigeria, maybe Kenya, we are always bringing our best brains. So when you see Nigerians talk like this inside the US or in UK, it pains me because if I see somebody, any other person in Nigeria say things like that, I will say, okay, they're educated, but
No,
our best
point
brains
of
are the one that is
correction.
coming here.
Brother Paul, point of correction. It's not always all our best brains. Matter of fact, sometimes the worst of us come here too. I have seen them. That's why I know.
No, that's true, but the percentage, you understand, we will
Mm,
not get this thing, say, what they happen, they can't carry 5,000 people come. Many of us don't climb the ladder, maybe come to school, try to switch, and everything. So by default, we don't be a little bit informed. So we have the opportunity to even say we see something strange, ask question and read about it. Because that is what education gives us. Not the who graduate with a first class in school. Education gives us something that we see something that is strange. Whenever they call the name, we want to know the meaning. You understand? That's what I believe that education gives to us. But you see things like that. It's just so painful because we don't call them all type of things in or banje. Now they do and flog and flog and if you flog and where in head go correct, reset in brain. You see people talk all type of stupid word and everything. And it's so painful. I said this thing the other day. We grow up where some of us will say my parents is so disciplined. That's why I'm doing well today. Are you telling me that Buhari parents not this discipline or Tinubu parents not they discipline? These people will take our country to where the country they do today. Their parents are not disciplined. You understand? So sometimes because by default we get to where we are, we want to make our parents like they are perfect people. They didn't make any mistake. Instead of us to feel the good part that our parents give to us and also see the part that our parents they really know nothing. They just keep pushing on. Like the way my illiterate mother, don't want to see red in my report sheet. Just want to see blue. Those type of gimmick while we're growing up. They don't understand all those things called A, B, and C, or D, or F. They don't really understand it. So, my sister, I'm short of word. I don't know what to tell you, but I will tell you thank you. Just keep educating people, and you yourself too. You have to stay very, very strong. Because there'll be a time where you yourself too, you said it, you have your breakdown too. But
Yeah.
for the love of
like I
God
have
Thank
and the
you.
it.
love of man, God
Yeah.
will bless you.
Thank you.
Amen.
Thank you
Thank
so
you
much.
very
I
much, Brother
appreciate it.
Paul.
Thank
Yeah.
you. Thank you. God
Mr.
bless.
BBMJ,
Madam,
welcome.
how now?
I'm fine. Thanks for
I,
the message.
I hope
Appreciate
you
it.
guys are doing good.
Yes, I am. We are. If I can speak for
Well,
everybody
well. Thank you. Welcome, BBMJ.
else.
Welcome. Who? This is Sister Neka. Sorry, I don't want to jump in and comment without necessarily knowing what the topic is about. But I do
Oh,
want to contribute, if you don't mind.
why? No, so we're talking about there was a video about a mom who recorded her son, how he trashed her house because she took his phone away. And the house was severely trashed. I mean, marbles were broken, mirrors in the bathroom, windows in the house, the TV broke her work computer and all of that. But it turned out people had a lot to say about that. But when I saw the video, I kind of just said there's something not quite right with this boy that did this. It was just too much, right, for that level or whatever, for just taking his phone. But anyway, turns out he wasn't, they had said he was 12. Turns out he wasn't 12. Turns out he was like 15, 16, according to the mom. The mom did a video and said, yes, it's her son. Yes, that he has some mental issues, and that she actually sent that video to a friend that she trusted, because she wanted the friend to like see what she was going through and all of that. But the friend betrayed her by leaking that video. So the video wasn't really meant for public consumption, but the friend just took it. And I think that was really, really low of the friend. I'm really, that was in such a bad taste to do that to somebody else's child, So the woman came out. So of course Nigerians were like in the comments dragging her. We did not beat the child. You did not raise the child well. If you hadn't touched the pikin, there were so many, many comments. So that's what we're talking about. So Neka came and was sharing, her own side, and then Brother Paul came to just, add sauce to it as well. So that's what we're talking about.
That's really sad, though. That is, what words do I even use for it? Because someone coming from the educational background, I have seen that. I used to teach. I'm not teaching anymore at the moment, but I used to teach, and I used to see kids like that. I had kids like that in my class. In fact, I had this particular incident, and I only went into teaching for one reason. I wanted, when we came into the States, I have always been interested in education right from back home, and that's what I majored in. And when we came here, I said, okay, we're planning to have kids. I'm not going to send my child to a system I do not understand. So I want to understand it for myself. And so I got into their system here, and I went to their school. And my goodness, was I disappointed. And I said, America, no, baby. Like, my pikin no go just go any kind of school. Oh. I said, Daddy, we have to make a choice. I sit down for house and help with the pikin, or we send our pikin to school, and whatever we see is whatever
we take bakamu.
Yes, so and the man, my husband is his big time on education because his mother was a principal. So he said, no. We are going to do it properly. There are still some good things from where we came from, and we are going to put it into practice.
Right.
So I went into their system, and what did I not like in their system? So a child will come into school, and I like preschool because I felt if I do high school, the children feel no go back house because of what I go do them. If I go and do elementary, because make picking they talk back to me back. So let me go to these little ones that now play now we sabi. The problem was kids will come into class, and a lot of times they were being taught by subs. And I thought, okay, what's wrong? Nobody said the teacher no they deal, then they deal. But they were always having meetings upon meetings upon meetings. And I told myself that if the kids are not used to a routine in terms of a normal face all the time, when does continuity come in? Because today is this sub, tomorrow is that sub, next tomorrow another sub, and the sub has to keep on. Each sub that comes has to first of all learn how things are. Okay, what did you people do? I mean, don't get me wrong, it may work, but you see, these are foundational kids, and you want to put a routine for them because kids at that age work with routine. They thrive better with routine. Now, when the routine comes and it's a different face administering this routine, it may go well, but they would slack back because they have to learn this person. They have to get used to this person. And I told myself, this will never happen. And I'm big on preschool because preschool plays a huge role in children starting school.
Right. So Bibi, sorry. So this was a 15, 16 year old kid.
No. I'm getting to somewhere.
Okay.
I'm getting to somewhere.
Oh, okay.
So when this
Sorry.
happened, I said I wasn't going to watch this.
Right.
And I said, okay, I'm going to put my child in the Montessori way. And I loved the Montessori. So we went into the Montessori. And so I started teaching in the Montessori myself.
Okay.
Nine is sit down one day for where we they teach. This is years after.
Mm-hmm.
One of our people, I no go mention name, one of our people come, African, well, now our side. He enter school. If you see us, he drag this Pekin, they come. I look the Pekin. He say, I have to register him. I have to register him. I am starting work tomorrow. I have to register him. And of
Wow.
course, now money you they bring come because you know that's a bad thing with the Montessori. I bring the money so I dictate what I want, but there's still
Ah.
structure. Yes, he dragged the Pekin come. Now I look the woman. I say now she comes begin to speak. I can't answer. Say Eka Soma, she you bani. The woman say, yeah, buro bawo ni. Oh, why helping me? Why register money? Open lati bere school. Mo fe bere ise lola. We just moved to California. Yeah. Now I tell the madam, say, but why is the child crying? Is it nine my oga? Say, make them register the pikin. I can't tell the madam, say, even though we go register the pikin, say no be so you go just quick enter. We get to the pikin get to dey comfortable. You know, we just carry pikin come through away like that. No be so they do am. Make it dey comfortable first. Make it dey acclimatized. Now new environment. And now
Right.
pikin be this. Now like 3-year-old pikin. Ah. Oh my, 90 pikin sit down for class. 90 pikin tear everywhere.
Oh
That
my
is
God.
it tear everywhere. Throw away everything for ground.
What?
9 of my oga they look, and because it's not new to us, we understand where the problem is it's coming from. However, we go look that kind thing, can't recommend, tell you say this is not where the child is supposed to be because we can't cater, we don't get hands for that. This is where you need to go to. As we dey try talk the matter, next thing waiting we see this madam carry hand way in front of the pikin face, in front of everybody.
Oh my goodness.
Pikin, I think he was like 4 or 5. He slapped this Pikin face in front of everybody. You go think say the slap go calm the Pikin down. The Pikin craze small. Now the woman carry her hand, hold the Pikin for nyash. Wait. All the children,
Go.
honestly, all the children in the class started crying.
Oh my goodness.
Oh my yes, we did talk. My oga don't carry phone, call social service, call child protection services.
What?
You know, waste time. He no waste time. He just call them. Kia, police don't land. You know how California be? Kia, everybody don't assemble.
Oh.
Yes, so they don't assemble. Then put the woman for one corner, collect. They don't even ask her many questions because right now you can't deny you didn't spank the child. Nine for my mind, I can't think say this woman don't know so they need a big pitin anyhow for this side. Me go away be teacher. If I want beat my pikin, inside corona they take discipline and make nobody for here say I beat you. You can't do it for public display. Nine then coming into the question the woman whether now she be the real mama. Because nobody could understand why she would do that. Yes, you were trying to calm him down, but your spanking him more just made him go more crazy. Or answer you come out funny. Then I tell her say then sorry, so then no go feel release the pikin so am. Say make him call another person where they the family, make it can't release the pikin. That she's not fit to be a mother. Case closed. Or
Wow.
it didn't do anything. Well, later on, we got to find out the boy had problems. The boy had problems. But you see, in our mentality of saying, pikin do anything, you go beat her. You not go even wait to know anything, you go beat her. She had that mentality and she brought it on. I felt sorry for her, but I felt more sorry for the child. Because I felt you can't jump into conclusions, especially with kids. You need to. I had a lot of learning to do myself. I had a lot of unlearning to do myself because I came with the mindset of how things are done at home, and I got here and I was swept off my feet with new things. I wasn't used to kids talking back, but I learned that talking back does not necessarily mean being rude. They have to express themselves. Now, I had to learn that you, the adult, need to learn when to choose to respond to that talking back. Are you going to be upset? Or are you just going to overlook it and say it is a childish talk? You get the one where you go get the level where you go follow vex. But sometimes they are taught to express themselves. But our side for house, not to quarrel with anything. Pikin don't talk one, you talk 25. Pikin talk two, you talk 10. For this lady own at that age, now you know as your pikin don't big reach. We not get the system. We are not equipped to handle such things. We are not even patient enough to want to handle such things. They know they teach teacher that kind of thing for school. For the Nigerian schools, they don't teach them anything. They don't teach teachers anything. And even if they wanted to teach, they're not willing to learn. They don't have that patience. So I really feel bad for this lady. But I think the fight would have been for the friend that betrayed her. How dare you? I share something private with you that concerns me, that hurts me, and you decide to take it to the whole world. Why? In fact, in the first place, you're not even a friend for you to do that. Because if I wanted for the whole world to know, I would have broadcasted it myself. But I was sharing my pain with you, and you took it. So mental health wahala. Whoa, I no vex, so I don't have faith in that country. I remember when what is her name? Betty Rabo was sharing her own when she had her interview. And she said that she had been dealing with a lot. And when it had gotten to the point of almost no return, she decided, okay, somebody had suggested to her, go to Yaba, go and talk to somebody. Nine then go the place. Her driver say, Auntie Kira and Shendi, Madam, what will they do here? He say, I didn't want to do one report, because she was so ashamed to admit that she needed the help. So if people at that level no fit do boju say, hey, I'm going to see somebody, it's for me, what is the problem? How much more people that don't even know anybody? We are still very much lag
Whose
behind.
mic is on? Is somebody's mic on? Can you mute your mic so we can? Okay, so Bibi can wrap up, and then we can go to the
Yeah,
next
so that's what I
person.
had to say. I feel for the lady, but I am so upset with the friend. And of course, Nigerians not understanding anything and not being patient enough to learn anything. They can run their mouths from today till tomorrow. It's a sad story. Sad, sad story.
Right. Well, I mean, to that, I would say that, Nigeria, it's still a learning process for Nigeria. Unfortunately, it's like starting from scratch with our people, and you can't blame them. Again, I can't blame them because I understand they're coming from a place where the foundation is very faulty, you
Mm.
know, and when you have a faulty foundation and everything else built on it is faulty, it's difficult. Where do you start? So it has to start from somewhere. Mirabelle, welcome, welcome. How are you, Mirabelle? Let's hear what you got for us today.
Hi everyone.
Hi.
You know what?
Hi, Mirabelle.
Hi. So what BB just said hit home real. It hit home real hard, real strong. Because first of all, like she was saying, okay, so my major in college was special education, so
Okay.
kids with special needs basically.
Oh,
um
wow.
so what BB was saying, she just spoke my mind and some more. She kind of triggered something in me. I just couldn't help it.
Mm-hmm.
Where we're from, forget it. It's almost like she was saying, parents are equipped to it's almost just two types of kids, good and bad. That's it.
Right.
And
Mhm.
kids were categorized or classified into those two categories basically. So parents really did not it's not even that we're trying to do better. We don't even know that they exist. Parents where we from don't even know that we have different personality types,
Mm-hmm.
and it starts from childhood before you become an adult with these personalities. And parents tend to treat all the kids the same way. So you might have three kids, like Nika has maybe three kids, and those three children have three different personalities. They have three different attitudes. They have three different ways how they relate and their outlook on the world. But then I'm gonna call it number one, lazy parenting. Parents just want kids, or they're just more convenient or more happy with kids that have one type of personality where they agree with whatever you say. They don't question anything. They don't talk back. They just, whatever you say, they say yes mommy, yes daddy, okay. And now with kids with other personalities, like the pluralic personalities, it's a personality of some kids where they're very passionate, they're outspoken, they're competitive, they're strong-willed, they're determined, and they are adventurous. If I had to pick, I'll pick that personality because I think is I think is badass. But now kids with those personalities, born in household with parents that are ignorant and not even in the realization that that exists. Those parents will see those kids as stubborn. They'll see those
Mm-hmm.
kids as rebellious. They'll see those kids as, bad. They give
Mm-hmm.
them all the negative label because of their own inability to parent a child with that personality, because of their own inability to treat their kids as individual. They want to treat all the children as the same. So one child, you tell him, oh, don't touch that, don't touch the table, for example, and that child will not touch the table. Now you could tell the other child, don't touch the table. Guess what? That child will ask you why. Now, for a child with that personality, things need to make sense to them. And those are very intelligent kids. Those are kids that question things. Those are kids that are passionate. Those are kids that are outspoken. Now, for a child like that, you don't tell them, oh, don't touch the table. You tell them, don't touch the table, because if you do, there's a sticky object. It's gonna stick your fingers. It's hot. It's gonna burn you. Oh,
Mm-hmm.
there's something on there. Is gonna poke you. You have to make sense of why they shouldn't touch the table as a parent. Now, for parents that feel that they don't owe you any explanation, you need to obey before complain, right? That's what they say. Obey
Mm-hmm.
before complain. So they tell you
Mm-hmm.
don't touch it, and you don't touch it. Now, for kids like that, or for children like that, it's gonna be difficult because they're gonna go ahead and touch the table. And then you start hitting them and beating them and talking about how stubborn and rebellious they are. But they actually are not. It's your inability to be a parent to that child, that makes you perceive them as stubborn. And then you start hitting these children. And guess what? It makes it worse because that child is looking at you like, what kind of a parent is this? I only asked you why. It's not making sense. It's not resonating. And you keep treating that child that way. That child, even a child without mental illness can grow up to have one, because a lot of mental illness, some of them are innate and some of them are they're situational. They're brought upon by traumas, they're brought upon by upbringing, they're brought upon by the way they're being treated. So a child might not even have this, but you put them in an environment or with parents like that, it will create a personality disorder, mental health disorder in that child. And that's something that most of our parents don't even realize. And now bringing it back home, growing up, I realized I was that child that will always ask why.
Right.
Everything has to make sense to me. And if you're trying to tell me what I did was wrong, I'm going to try to explain my side of the story to you. I'm going to have to explain my part to you. You will not convict me. I'm going to have to. As a kid, I was just always that way. It always seemed like I was combative. But then growing up as an adult and learning about all this, I realized that I wasn't. But for my mom was a very, she's not as quiet as she used to be. But my mom was pretty much very quiet, very soft spoken,
Mm-hmm.
um, seek peace and pursue peace kind of woman,
Right.
you know. So you step on her feet, she tells you I'm sorry. She was just that type of person. And then again, with her spirituality, she's just that kind of person. So she's a Jehovah Witness and she's always been that way, but she also have a personality and a demeanor that is so calm.
Mm-hmm.
And I have a sibling that's like calm too, like my mom. And then we have me, and then we have another of my sibling. We have all different personalities. Growing up, I would always feel like, especially as a teenager, that was like difficult for me because I would feel like, wait, mom, you're not letting me speak. My mom was like, don't talk back. And I'm like, I'm not trying to talk back. I'm just trying to explain my side. And my mom would tell me, "You're challenging me." I'm not trying to challenge you. I'm just trying to express to you my own side, you know. And I remember saying, "Oh, mom, you don't understand me." And I'll go talk to my dad, and my dad will let me speak. My dad will let me say my side. My dad will not tell me, "Don't speak back." My dad will not tell me, "You're challenging me." He kind of, I think he understood my personality more than my
Mm-hmm.
mom. So with my mom, it was more combative as a teenager because she would tell me, "No, listen to what I'm saying." And then, okay, I'm listening, but I gotta tell you how I feel too, you know? And my mom will feel like I'm challenging her. And I always remember she say, "Mimi, you're challenging me." I'm like, "Mom, I'm not trying to challenge you, but this is, you know, I don't agree with your submission. I don't, and I'm still trying to tell my part." And she's like, "Can you just be quiet?" And I was just that child. And my dad will let me speak. My dad would let her speak, let her say what she needs to say, you know. And
Mm-hmm.
I had that good balance because my dad just always, like, he always understood where I was coming from. So even if I felt like my mom was not understanding, I'll go tell daddy, "Daddy, can you please tell mommy this is," and my dad will, you know. So
Yeah,
mommy kind of understood, but I was more challenging for mommy than my sister was. You
right.
see that? Because of her personality, because she was so calm and all that. And she basically treated all of us almost the same. But my dad understood that we were different and treated us, you know, according to our differences. And oh my, yeah, I'm not even joking. I think that is so typical of Nigerian family, Nigerian parents. Sometimes it doesn't even matter how educated you are. Sometimes culture trumps your education, and my mom
Yeah.
is super educated, but my mom is also a Nigerian woman that be like, "Oh, you're challenging me. I'm
Yeah.
talking and you're talking." And then coming out here, going to school, learning, getting to, you know, becoming an adult. And like BBNJ said, a lot of the times these kids are not, or these children are not, you know, trying to be combative. It's not anything negative. It's just your lack of understanding, you know, that makes it that way. Can you imagine the lady hitting the child? The lady herself has way more issues than the child does. And if really you check it out, even if that child had mental illness from birth, the parenting, the mom, whatever, exacerbated it.
Right. No, the thing is, I absolutely hear what you're saying, Mirabel. I think every one of us here as Nigerians, we can speak to that. But it's because of to your point, the culture. And there's a lot of repetition with Nigerians, with us as a people. We kind of repeat what our parents did because we think that there was sense in it, right? So it takes
Mhm.
you like outgrowing and unlearning those things and realizing, stepping outside of yourself really, and realizing that, oh more that's not a correct way. Then you start remembering all the beatings that you received. You now say, man, these people just beat me for free for nothing. Okay, what I do? All I said was this. So I think it's more of and this is why Nigeria has to be, or to start from a very sane place, because when you have sane people running things, it's easy for you to start introducing this method of teaching and helping people to understand the differences in their children. And you're right, some parents don't know the difference in their children. They don't know A from B. They treat everybody the same. You're either good or bad. If you listen to them, you are good. If you don't listen, you are bad. You are the stubborn child. You are the black sheep. Then
Honestly,
if
I could have grown up with some issues. Maybe I did not grow up with issues because my mom did not beat me. So
mm,
even if she thought I was challenging her, sometimes she's the one that she'll break down and start literally crying. "Mimi, I'm telling you this and you're talking back at me," and she literally cried. My mom wouldn't, so she didn't beat me, or like, you know how other
yeah,
parents might like beat you because they feel like you're talking back or you're expressing yourself,
mhm,
or you're just giving them a hard time. My mom
yeah.
will break down instead. And I'm like, "Mommy, I'm sorry. I don't mean to do that to you." You know, and I
That's
think
so
she
funny.
broke down because she was frustrated. She kind of
Right,
just felt like I was too much for her sometimes. But
right.
then growing up, being my I always knew though, because my dad, I knew that my dad understood me perfectly. Mom is not understanding me, so I'm not a problem, you know. So, but can you
Yeah.
imagine if I was big each time? I would tell mommy, no, that's not how it went. You're not seeing it from my point of view. Let me tell you
Yeah.
how I feel about it. Can you imagine if I was bit and he and physically abused or verbally abused each time I did all of that? I could have grown up with, with some mental health problems and be all messed up, but I was just fortunate that I didn't get bit or I didn't get verbally abused. My mom would just only break down and cry,
Right.
basically.
And some people got all of that, but still turned out okay at the end of the day. But
No, they
that's
did
not
not turn out okay. They
some
turn
of
out
them do.
seemingly okay. It's two different
Well,
things.
sometimes seemingly, sometimes okay, Mirabel. You have to also understand, you just listed the different types of personalities. There's some people who, regardless of what they come through, right, for some reason, they're able to get over all of that, look back and say, wow, that was really wrong. My parents were wrong in this and wrong in that. I mean, I've heard stories. Of course, there are those who look seemingly okay, but when you dig deeper, you find out there's a lot, or when you start having conversations with them, it comes up. Everybody's not the same. Everybody's not going to react the same. Everybody's not going to come out the same. There are people who also received all the love, the attention, and still, I'm not excusing the fact that we are different as a people and that parents should do better. That's not what I'm trying to do. But I'm just saying, at the end of the day, we all can do better as parents, right? As people, as individuals. And we have something that we can bring to our communities, because now we know better. So if you're going to approach a child now, for instance, let's say you find yourself in Nigeria, if you're not going to approach the child like you were approached by some auntie or your mom, for instance. You come from a place of understanding. The same way Neka would do, the same way BB would respond to a child. But anyway, let's move forward from this very interesting topic.
Yeah,
Very,
right?
yeah, and talk about the fraud that we are discovering in Nigerian election, INEC office. People are exposing things. Somebody has come out and say, hey, they are registering fake names up and down the place. They are registering this the Australian name, Jamaican name. We not get Jamaicans. You go see Bowman, the date of birth 1902, 1900. You know, but I'm glad that it is coming out, because the worst thing is for us not to know that these things are happening, even though we know that they are happening. But it just seems like whatever they do, they get exposed by it. Now, what we do with the exposure is what matters, and what we're able to impress upon INEC to do, because it's not going to be business as usual with these people. Things have got to change. We can't continue like this. Everything has an expiration date. Everything has wickedness has an expiration date. Um, even when you are even when you are going to school, at some point you will shall graduate. You know, so everything in life has an expiration date. How long is it? How long are you going to do this? The whole system in Nigeria is completely broken down. Completely, there's nothing standing in Nigeria. Nothing. Private sector, public sector, nothing. So me, I'm very happy about the exposure. So, Brother Paul, what do you think about that? Let's start with you. Brother Paul still with us, or he has gone to eat a banga and starch?
Yes, so I'm still with you.
Welcome. You dey chop?
So I did shave. I said make a baba my gorimapa.
Oh my God. So what do you think about this exposure when they come out and talk about INEC exposing all these frauds, all these people that are registering with fake names and the rest?
Well, first of all, let me correct one part before I answer your question. You said
Uh-huh.
nothing works in Nigeria, but I know one part that works in Nigeria very well, cut across Nigeria everywhere. Agbero is very, very lucrative. It works very well. People they sell their
Okay.
phone
All
inside
right.
Agbero.
I stand to be
Because
corrected. Okay, Motibo. Agbero is working very well. Okay. For those that it pays. Okay.
yeah, I think this thing has been there for a very long time. The young children registered in the north. These things have been there for a very long time, and people keep complaining. So I guess they're taking it to the next level.
No, they're taking it to the next level because now they're trying to do electronical, right?
No, but
They're trying.
the electronic code won't work. The
No,
electronic
no.
code
So
simply
yeah. So, but they're working it. So that's where they found that they registered a lot of fake voters.
no. I think that one to some extent, people are just playing with the system. The electronic code simply mean you start the process online, then you do the finish up because you have to do capturing. It's like you want to get a Nigerian passport now you're in California, you need to go to New York or DC. So what you do, you start your process, do your application online, but you still have to go there for capturing. So that is what people are just making nonsense of it. So
No,
it's
no,
not
no,
like
no. It's real, oh, brother Paul. Did you watch that interview with the man that came out from one of the southeast states? Did you watch
I
it?
didn't
Did you see it?
I, I didn't watch the interview, but I kind of got a report on Arise TV.
No, no, no.
Uh,
Please take the time, watch it. It's real. These people were able to get the password. So that means that the fake IDs that they're loading up, right? It requires the ID of an INEC official that works with INEC. It's a big deal. I would
so how will they
encourage
go with the
you.
capturing?
Yeah,
Maybe
that's what we're saying. They
their
upload,
biometrics and the
they
like.
do it shoddily. What can they do in Nigeria? What can they not do? I mean, these are people that are desperate. What have they not done before? I mean, come on now. This is Nigeria we're talking about. So they even some of the pictures that they claim that they took, some of them were so shoddily done. Some of them were taken from pictures of funeral services of people, and they just stamped names on them, names that they don't know where they came from, different names, not Nigerian names, and then gave them fake birth dates and all of that. But in any case, I mean, for me, I just feel like it's good that it's coming out and they're exposing it.
Okay,
But
like you said, I'll go watch it. Maybe just the report that I watch in Arise TV. When I watch Arise TV, the evening version of Arise TV, when they were talking something like that, and they report it. And to me, I just see it from the aspect of our passport. It makes sense because you can register, do all your application. You still have to go in for your fingerprint, the capturing and the like. So I really don't want to believe it other than the one that the young people do in North, where they will actually go there, do all the needful, and people from neighboring countries from Niger, they even carry the registration thing to Niger. So people don't even need to cross the border to Nigeria. They stay in Niger and they register people in Niger. Nigeria.
that one we are aware of. But even Arise News is not pure. They are not even talking about it as much as they are. And most of these news stations in Nigeria, and I must add, they are owned by the so-called wealthy people in Nigeria. So they don't even say the truth with their full chest.
Oh,
So me,
obviously,
I'm biased
it's
about
a
me. I don't believe the news that comes out because the man that came from the southeast and I think he's an INEC official. So he came out and he literally had names, pictures of people, how they shoddily loaded these things up. And he's questioning how did these people have the password to load up these names, load up these images, and attach the date of birth to them. So, I mean, at the end of the day, we all know that these things are going to happen. But me, I'm just happy that they are bringing it because anything that is done in the dark and people are able to expose it, somehow we can easily find a solution. We can find a workaround,
you're right.
because
You're right. It's just like the way we talk about racist thing here in the West. Currently now what we get is institutional racism. So this,
but Paul,
I
I don't
think,
know why. I know they hear you well like that too.
you know, the hear
I don't know you far. It be like say you far. You do be like say you day worry. Neka BB,
you dey
sorry,
hear me?
I don't. Yeah, much better.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
Mm.
Yeah, I think the thing with this next election, I'm happy that things like this keep coming up very very early so that people can fight and do everything because I can say it, 70% of the rigging that will come from this voters registration and from the INEC. You understand? Because they
Right.
already know that the aspect of snatching ballot box has almost come and gone. You
Right.
understand? So they just
Right.
want to frustrate the system, frustrate certain people that they don't want to win. They will frustrate
Mm-hmm.
them in their own area. You know,
Mm-hmm.
things like that. This is what they want to do. But I'm happy because even people keep pushing for the voters card to come out, and INEC even came out and promised that it's going to come out between now and November, which I'm happy for. But I also hope it comes out so that those that won't get it can also keep pushing before February for them to get
Right.
their own. Yeah, because they can promise in November and say no light, no paper, no ink, no computer, no internet,
Generator, diesel not dey, fuel don run out.
everything. Before you know, monkey go chop some people voters card. Snake go swallow some. Na Nigeria.
Termite go chop some. Oh my God. Hey, Nigeria
Mm.
we hail thee. Na real corporation. Neka, what do you have to say about this, Ojari, my sister?
I didn't even hear about it. I
Oh,
mean,
okay.
I didn't hear about it, but I'm not surprised. Not be
Yeah.
Nigerian.
You
My
can.
people, they always show up and show out. They never disappoint. Me- I'm just looking forward to the 28th to see how the the campaign is going to start, how
Right,
much Peter Obi is able to raise, and
right.
what they're going to come up with. Because I can see hurdles, all kinds of hurdles,
Mm-hmm.
when it comes to Peter Obi.
Right.
You just have to uh really have that energy to fight all the things that's been going to be thrown at him.
Yeah, he's ready
Yeah.
for it. And his supporters are also people that, everybody, people that are behind him are ready for it. I personally am ready for the hurdle because when I think about the work that needs to be done in Nigeria,
Mm-hmm.
it is, it almost looks insurmountable because
Yes.
of the decades of living in decadent societies, so in a society as decadent as Nigeria is, with terrible leaders. They have
Yeah.
beaten that society to the ground where right now it feels like we're starting from the scratch. Like we're literally having to dig up the soil,
Yeah.
right, to check the soil, and then finding ways to start to level the ground and prepare the
Mm-hmm.
soil for us to lay a proper foundation. That's what it feels like. It's a lot of
Yes.
work, but
Ye-
is it doable? If the people are willing, it's doable, you know,
Yes.
because
It,
like I
they
said,
just
go ahead, go ahead.
they just need Nigerians just need to learn the word patience this time. It's going to take a lot
Yes,
of work. It's not going
yes,
to take, you're not going to see miracle, oh, the first year, and it's going to take time.
yes.
So we need to be patient. Give him time
Mhm.
to start getting things done. That's the
Right.
only way we can do it. Not, oh, we're expecting something in 6 months. Some things can be done quickly, but a
Yes.
lot of things is going to take time. This is a definition of Ejeka Dale Katusha.
Yeah, that
Let's
one
just
deep, oh. What did that one mean, no?
like
Big,
break
oh.
everything down and then
Okay.
let's start picking it up one by one.
One by one. Okay. Okay. Got
Yeah,
it.
that's the only way we can do this without frustrating the man.
Yeah, the man. Do you see that man? Somebody that will be frustrated. The man be like, he be like Iroko trio. I'm telling you, that is smart. Don't be like, oh, don't be deceived, though. Those kind of people now they
Yeah.
fear pass. People when they smile like that they fear them because you never know
Uh-huh.
what's in their mind. They'll just they smile at you, but when they want to deal with you or more, you will need the creator himself to come and intercede. That's the kind of person I perceive him to be. And especially
Yeah.
that he's VP. That he's VP almost.
That
Yeah.
both of them have this I call it stoic look, like poker face. Like you
Yes.
can't really tell what's going on
Yeah,
Like that. Oh,
exactly.
you guys, you can't shake me, kind of thing.
You just get them. That's how I see it too, you know. So I mean, it's a lot of work, but it is doable, you know, as long
Yes,
as
I believe that.
yeah, it is doable. We have to start from somewhere, you know. We have to start building from somewhere because the truth we say, we are not sure, all of nobody, everybody's not going to be here forever. At some point, you
Yes.
want to even if not to just go visit, you want to do
Mhm.
that and just live your life the way you, and then you want to be able to do normal things, travel without being afraid of. I mean, look at what happened recently
Mhm.
with what's it? Is it a senator from the east? Is it Imo now or Anambra or Enugu? The guy that was his car was like rained upon and he narrowly escaped.
Oh yeah, I was. I
What's his
can't
name?
remember his name, but
Can't remember
I
his
heard
name.
about that.
Yeah, I mean the guy barely escaped it. So what's been happening to the people on the ground is now getting to them. You know, that means
Yeah.
nobody is safe. Even Peter Obi self got
Yeah.
something
No.
of it in
No.
Abuja, and
But
nobody even talked about it like that oh, on the news.
His name
no.
is
No.
Ifeanyi Uba.
Eh,
Ifeanyi Uba
eh,
Yes.
from
Yes.
Anambra
Yes.
eh,
State.
Yes. 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 It sounds familiar.
yes,
It's
you
just
know,
is okay now. All these things that's been happening to regular, normal citizens is
yes,
happening to the people in government now. Now they
exactly.
are experiencing the unknown gunmen.
By
So are they going
themselves,
to do something about unknown gunmen now? Now that it's touching, is hitting close to home.
exactly. And do
What
you
are they going to do?
exact. That's what I wonder too. I'm waiting. Like I'm waiting. It happened a few days ago, and the innocent lives that were lost, those people that have been guarding them, are they? Do they have insurance for them so that their families will be taken care of, or are they just going to abandon them and just replace them? These are things I'm waiting to see what these
Yeah,
people would do.
because some of those people, some of its aides, were deleted.
Yeah,
Some of the aides were deleted. They well,
yeah,
I don't know if they got the exact count, but
yeah.
some of these aides were deleted, and the he was saved because of his bulletproof vehicle.
Right. You
So
know,
I don't know what they're going to. I heard the president said that, oh, they're going to start doing something about insurgency and all that, well, whatever. I'm like, did you just wake up?
Ataya, my sister. Ataya.
What what does this even mean? It doesn't mean anything to any Nigerian right now. Everybody is tired. They just want him to go.
He himself is tired, but for him to leave now, I don't know why he's not leaving. If you
He
see, you
said
have
he's
already
tired.
cried out that he was tired. Leave it for Simajo to continue now. Why are you still there? You are just sitting there. You are just by. Even when he went for this visit in is it Imo State now? This man,
Mhm.
the governor of Imo State, I say he's launching a be his ceremony for one bridge that he built. Ah, my people will be calling president for one useless bridge that they built for
I
Christ
don't understand
to
though.
come and commission, as if that's not your duty as a state governor to do. Eh?
Oh no.
That, the man now flew aircraft to come, burn waste of diesel, waste of airspace, waste of everything. Came.
Waste of petrol safe.
I'm telling you now, as they come, as they wave, people, you see the way reluctantly waving, like okay, bye, 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 like hurriedly going. Oh my God, what a joke!
Ọ̀rọ̀ Nàìjíríà gan ti sú bàbá.
Oh, peaceful. Kó ṣáà máa lọ. Okay, leave it for Tibanjo. Let him manage the thing at least before for where you still stay there. Okay, what are you doing there? You
Nah,
go and
no,
apply
they
for
have.
visa for Abu Dhabi, they bounce you. I be not be Abu Dhabi, Baba go apply for visa. Be like saying Abu
Mm-hmm.
Dhabi, they not give am. That one is all over social media. They bounce and they
Oh, geez.
make you come back next
I
year.
can imagine.
Hey,
It's
God, they
just
beg.
very, very sad. I don't even know. Does anyone, senators, house reps, anyone, do they know what they're doing at all?
They don't.
Do they know what they're supposed to do? Do they know what their position means? Do
They
they know what they're
don't.
supposed to do? Because I don't understand.
They don't.
I do all I see them is, so they come here to celebrate their children when they graduate, they show off what they have.
That's
What do
all.
they do?
Nothing. They just what they do. They send termites and monkeys to swallow money. That's what they do. And then when they call them for
Oh
questioning,
my
they
God.
faint. They
They'll
faint.
pass out.
They will pass out, and then they will lie, or some of them will tie wrapper and run so that we will not know. They will change to women. Hmm. Hey, what have we not seen in that country? Look at what FFK and what's this guy's name? Not
Dino,
Dino. Look at what they've turned themselves to on social media.
nonsense. Our
Grown ass
Agbaya.
men. I'm telling you, just embarrassing themselves on top of what?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
What?
On top of money where they want chop.
Now, wow,
It's
what
all
a
because of
shame.
money.
Oh, how much? And it's not as if they do anything valuable with that money. Oh. Eh? Dino is just buying car upon car,
Uh-huh.
buying things upon. All they care about is buying and accumulating. They don't even have the brain to think about who knows Dino in his village. Who? How
Ah,
many lives has it changed? Do they have good roads where Dino comes from? Eh?
they don't care. Those people don't care about all that. They only think about what comes to them and them alone. And that is why we are where we are.
Well, it has to change though. They know time up.
Most definitely.
They know it's time up. So when they know it's time up, they are fighting with every fiber of their being. They are just even the so-called North that they keep saying the North is
Mm-hmm.
even rejecting them, rejecting their politics now. The North, their
Yeah.
elders are speaking out now and saying, no, we don't want people that will come promise and not do anything.
Yeah.
Majority of people that are not in school are from the North. Over
Yeah.
20 million young people are from isn't that insane? So you can
Mm-hmm.
imagine what will turn out tomorrow. Those people are born into penury and poverty and all kinds of things. So they will look for
Yes.
anything to do for money.
Exactly. Well,
You
I'll leave the people that keep saying Peter Obi is not going to win. I'll leave them to continue and be fighting with their looking on their devices. I'll leave them with that. And I really do mean their devices, their phone. It will shock them on that day.
Oh yeah, absolutely. No, they can say everybody get mouth now. So they go talk what they want talk. But we know the handwriting is on the wall. There's nothing they can do about it. Doesn't matter
Yeah.
who you prefer. I know who I prefer, but here,
Hmm.
guess what? The breeze is behind one particular person. And the voice of
Yeah.
the people is the voice of God. I go with the people. I don't follow, and I go with what not just the people, what I am convinced about a person. Like, okay, I've
Yes.
seen this about this person, and what I can feel, the energy I can draw from the person, that is what I
Hmm.
go for. So, they can be on there and be writing and be there and be looking and be collecting money and be there. Everything is going to fail. Clearly, it's already failing. So, it is
Yes.
what it is. Ah,
Yes. So that
I
there has
beg
to be
you.
change. There has
Ah,
to be change.
there has to
There has
be.
to be change. I just
Mm-mm.
don't want to. For now, make them no say giant of Africa. I beg, just be
Yeah.
quiet. I don't want to hear it until the election. After the election, in here we feel
Giant,
resume.
giant of Africa, we get bow leg. The leg don't be good. The load not too much.
Leg still
Brian
dey.
Paul,
I no sure
I
say leg
can't.
dey again o. Dem don break dat leg comot. um
Hmm. Hello, but oh my,
My
I
dear
hate to
sister,
leave you, but I got to
well,
go.
I know. Thanks for
So,
joining me. I'm going to be wrapping up real soon. This one is going to be a quick one. I am tired. I'm really struggling to do it because I was like, okay, I
yeah,
have to talk to my people. I haven't spoken to everyone in a while. Thank you so
yeah.
much for
Thank you.
joining. I really
Thank
appreciate
you
you.
for having me, Brother Paul. Thank you so much for your prayers. I appreciate it. And bye, everybody. Layo.
Hey,
Thank
Abi,
you, thank you, thank you.
no. Thank you.
Bye.
God bless you whether you like it or not.
Oh, no.
According to Brother Paul.
Adio.
Amen.
Adio. You
Now what?
too. Amen.
This story they unique. Oh, Bibi no even talk about food before she run go.
No, e good. Dey busy. I sure say she dey busy. When she get chance like that, she go hop on. So I understand. I sure say BB dey busy. Otherwise, she go stay on. But I really appreciate you, BBMG. If you can hear me, sister girl, I appreciate you. I love you. Thank you, Mirabel, for your insight. I appreciate you and I love you. Love you as well. Thank you, guys. So, Brother Paul,
Yeah.
make we wrap
Then
this thing up. Make
yes.
we
Then
first
oh my,
enter house.
this funny gimmick that they keep on playing and every other thing with this Obi thing. Now, when they want to challenge you, they want to challenge you that Obi must be 100% perfect.
Exactly.
Then the
It's
question
not
I'm
meant
asking,
to
if
me.
Obi is perfect,
Hmm.
I don't have any problem. I would love Obi to be perfect, but let him also challenge another perfect person.
I beg, I don't want them to be perfect. Me, am I
You
perfect?
understand? But you are telling me for your own candidate that have failed us. You tell me
Mm,
Atiku now businessman. Okay, let's just even assume that he's a successful businessman. But when he managed Nigeria as a country, did he take Nigeria to the next level?
exactly.
Did he manage Nigeria well?
Oh, Brother Paul,
You
your
know,
head is here.
I don't understand. Because everybody up to a councillor become councillor for 3 years. Sometimes they won't even let them finish their tenure. Their kids will go school abroad. They'll pay three
Mm-hmm,
times tuition fee as foreign student, and their kids will
mm-hmm.
graduate.
Oh, yeah.
But they will they will manage their so-called local community or state or federal and the likes. Nothing will happen there. I don't
Mm.
understand it. And
Ah,
people feel like you still don't want change. I
eh,
don't, you understand? Come
of
on. We
course.
all know this man is not perfect. But
No,
come on now.
far
At
from
least
it.
for the fact that this man have not even gone through any corruption case and others are going through it, is it not just one plus for him?
Ah,
You
so,
understand? If he
mm,
fail, we'll let him go. That's why election is not
simple.
like Queen of England. You
Thank you.
understand? You will see his own
Mm,
turn.
exactly.
We will see his own tone and every other thing. But say we want to recycle, we want to remain. Some will tell you
No.
experience. He has no experience and every other
Mm,
thing. The question I'm asking: who have experience?
so,
Who
even
have
when
experience? And we will see
exactly,
experience. Then you want to give me the result of people that you say they have experience, which means they've been in government. So what did they
exactly.
achieve with their experience?
Thank
You
you.
understand? Then we'll know. Okay,
Mhm,
yes, they achieved a lot. Come
exactly.
here when we are growing up. You understand? The last
Uh-huh.
nation score, Rashidi Yekini scored 5 goals. The next 2 years, if there's a nation score, we'll go back to Rashidi Yekini say, come and represent Nigeria. You
Simple.
understand? Then he will come again, he will score 6 goals. If he go, we say club no release him. All Nigerians go beg the club. Beg
Uh-huh.
the club, say, I beg, release him. They say Rashidi Yekini have injury. We will beg. Now Nigerian man, he can use it to play. You
Exactly.
understand? But we are seeing people with experience that didn't score any goal for
Mhm.
the past 10 years. They didn't
Exactly.
score no goal. And you are still telling me that they have experience.
So,
How come, I don't understand. Why common
Mr.
sense no feel common for where we come from?
But no, no, my brother. You know it,
Eh,
you know say they call am which they call am. They get one mental name when they use take call am. Say nah, people when you know when a group of people don't they used to suffering for a long time, for decades upon decades. They are now used to it. It's now familiar to them. Suffering, they are used to it. So when they see someone that is coming, because they've been so, you know, the hope is almost like the hope is gone. So to them, they're like, at least we know this one. At least, even if we are suffering, we know how to manage ourselves in the suffering. That's what Nigerians are going through. When you see
yeah,
some
you
people
get all
coming
those
out,
kind of things. When I hear all this type of things, some things that I don't want to say that if I say it, I will also hurt some other tribe and everything. Someone say, Igbo man, anytime, any day. But Igbo man never rule us before. See where the country did.
so
Now
no,
Igbo man rule us where the country did the way it
exactly.
did.
Thank
You are
you.
still telling me Igbo man, we agree. So which means
Okay.
the one that rule us that is not Igbo man, where did they take the country to?
Thank you. Thank
You
you.
understand? So our common sense
Exactly.
cannot be common. Oh boy,
It
the
can
way we
come on
are
me.
as human beings, the way we have part of our body that we have control of. We
Oh
have
yeah.
part of our body that is very set. You don't tell your eyes to blink before they blink.
At all.
You understand? You don't tell your
Mm-hmm.
eye. So
Mm-mm.
I don't understand. You've seen these people. You've seen where they've taken you to. The good thing is that the people that are coming now, these two big parties, they have the experience that you people are talking about. What is the impact of it? Like I tell my brother, I say, bros, how many land and house you build during this PDP and APC time
So,
where they won't make you lose?
mhm,
You know, how many contracts you get? Tell me,
mhm.
say your kids now, you don't pull them out from private school to public school
So,
because they struggle to pay this public school.
what?
Not be say they're happy, oh. It's not a status thing, oh. You understand? Because they know public school has completely failed.
Yes.
That's why they take their kids to private school. They know all these things.
Yep.
You understand? Look, the stress where you're generating. Now, everybody in Nigeria, a good percentage of people, I can almost up to 70%, have minimum of 2-3 generator plus
Oh yeah.
NEPA.
Oh yeah.
So generator 2 also have standby 1 and
Mhm.
standby 2.
Mhm.
And you're
And
still
on top
telling me
of that
somebody
one,
have
they get
experience.
yes. On top of that one, they still get solar. Then they pay for some people. They pay solar. Half of the house will be solar. Maybe kitchen will be solar, or one bedroom will be solar. Yeah,
No, all the fan and TV,
go be
so that they
solar.
can
Thank
sleep
you.
with
So that
less
they can
noise.
sleep. Hey God.
You can't imagine what they are going through. You understand? Look the
Mhm.
road. You know, I'm driving in Lagos, you understand, where the road is even good. People who know how to drive, oh my, yeah, they don't know how to drive.
No.
You
No.
understand? They drive center of the road, 2 lanes, and everyone
Yeah.
say, oh, why they drive like that? Back one side, this on America.
Exactly.
So you don't understand. Say this thing, they draw this lane. You know, they see this paint, and then the system is being wrong. But guess what? Nobody ever pulled them over for driving on 2 lanes.
Yep.
so,
Yep.
so they didn't understand.
Yeah.
You know, so this is how you see how the system destroy the people. I just remember
Yeah.
what you told Nneka some minutes back and everything. You know, just like it looked like you want to even support these people because they didn't even know what they are doing. Like
Yeah.
as the Bible say, my people are perished because of knowledge.
Yes.
You understand? So you just
You don't
see the
know.
high.
Yes. That's it.
It-
That's why when I think about Nigerian matter, like, the way they think and the way they're stuck in the way and they don't want to, I still don't blame them. Oh. There's because I understand where they're, some people are just so used to the status quo. They've never tasted anything good in their lives, right? So they feel like that is the normal way. When somebody has been struggling for a long time and you pull them out of that struggle and you give them something else, right? They still will do that thing you give them with struggle mentality.
Oh my, I
Because
have one of my cousin that just came into the States. I won't say just came in, at least he will be seeing this thing. Guess what? He'll say, bros, I beg, Jack in the box just hungry me. I don't tired of Burger King. Burger King be close to his house. Bros, I beg, anywhere Jack in the Box day, he will beg me for me to look for Jack in the Box and share it to him. And he's using a smartphone. Because if he's
thank
not even
you.
also using a smartphone, I will share
Yeah,
it to him. And I will try to just type Jack. You don't need the address. Just type Jack in the Box on your Google, your GPS. It will show you the closest one around you.
that's
You
it.
understand?
Mhm.
But it's just hard for him to come, bros. How many minutes you like to do Wala? How many minutes you go take to find this? He just send that to me. This is how we are. You understand?
Exactly.
Little thing like that,
Yes.
to tell you how change can be so little, but it's
Yes.
very, very difficult for some of us to embrace it.
Exactly. So this is what we're fighting against. So imagine a portion of people thinking that way in Nigeria, even with the good that is going on, even with the fact that we have a reasonable candidate, not a perfect candidate, by no means perfect. And besides, the movement is behind him. He's just the face of a movement, right? People are pushing. It's amazing to see people pushing against him because to them, that struggle life is what they are used to. You just gave a very simple example with your relative. That is exact. So when you imagine where people are coming from, so when you want to talk to those kind of people, you have to find a way to talk to them to make them see reason why. Now, let me tell you, when this man gets in now and he starts making very tiny changes, you will see the way people will change. People will say, hey, so this thing will work like this. I'm telling you, it's amazing what good leadership can do to the psyche of a society. Because the Nigerians, we've been used to bad leadership for decades. Since the inception of Nigeria, people don't know what good leadership looks like.
Oh
I
yeah.
kind of got a sense of what good leadership looked like after during Ambrose Ali, when the man, when he built a university, staff quarters, school, and all of that. It was many years. It wasn't that I remember. I knew then. No, it was
Yeah.
many years later that I started to appreciate what Ambrose Ali did.
Obviously, yes.
That
You forget that it used to be my state too. Even before IB became,
Bendel State, it was
it used to
Bendel
be my
State.
state, and you
Thank
forgot
you.
that they fought for it for many years. Because
Exactly.
Awolowo said, where we got our money is where we spend our money. Cocoa House. So they spend
Exactly.
all the whole money in Ibadan there. You understand? They started
Yeah.
developing or your state, develop or
Yes.
your Lagos and the likes.
Yes.
Awolowo said, this is where we got our money. You understand? So that is
Mhm.
how they fought for Midwest State. And immediately we get Midwest State. What do? You have to fight to give us we have our own university. You
Exactly.
understand? We have our own thing. And the man did all those things. I am a
Exactly.
product of Jakonde. You understand? When we go to school, they give us everything. Not being make
Look at that.
we know the word called massets.
Ah,
They
my
give us
sister,
massets
I
for
got
school.
market too that time. Oh, yes, they give us market.
You know, all those type of things. You see the
Mhm.
things that we enjoy in our own time.
Yes.
Then before fast forward, everything started changing. You want to do WAEC, you have to build your own table and decks. Oh, sorry, I don't they call it table and decks, chair and decks. I don't know.
Mhm.
You want to do this, you have to buy this. You have to come on now. Is it not the government that did things like this? You understand? And
Mhm.
does it that waiting Jack only the richest man in Africa when he was governor of Lagos. Built schools
Exactly.
everywhere, Jack on the estate
Everywhere.
everywhere.
Free
Because
education.
the strategy of Jack on the is to open Lagos, and for that man to say, I am a farmer, I don't have money, I don't want my children to go to school. Jack on the say, okay, if your children didn't go to school, if they stay house, they'll eat your food. You say you don't have money to transport them. Okay, let us build school in your own area. You
Mhm.
understand? After all, if they stay house, they'll eat. How about them come school
Exactly.
and they eat free food? Omo, who no like free food?
Who no like free
What
food?
is good more than free food? Free food. After all,
Mm.
if you know sweets, if you throw away and you don't lose money, now free food.
Exactly. That's free food.
You know,
Honestly.
so these are the things. Then you see, fast forward, you see people change all these things. Then this man is coming to say, let's just embrace it. That does not mean it's going to be perfect. It's not a
No.
perfect. We see what Clinton did in America.
Hmm.
Is it a perfect man?
Of
No, he
course
has his own
not.
shortcoming.
Yeah.
You know,
Exactly. So this is the thing. And again, the beauty about having a Peter Obi in there is that he will know that now the people now put on for them. People don't understand how sweet it is when a people, you and I and everybody else gather, say, okay, this is not the person we want for now. We don't know how good we've got it when we can achieve that. Once you achieve it, if the man do anything, Beckham,
it's a
guess
lot.
who will be his greatest critic? You and I will be the one
Exactly.
will be
Omoya,
on this life.
just look almost half, or if I would say 20% or thereabout, even though just a voice. Look at your governor, Obaseki.
Yes.
When the people fought for Obaseki, even
Thank
with
you.
the lies of Wike, say they try in the whole political aspect. You see the way
Mhm.
Obaseki they threaten up and down. Because
Exactly.
he knows to some extent that not be some few people put him there. You
Exactly.
understand? He knows the people stand behind him. You
Yes.
understand? For him to even
Yes.
come outside to praise Obi, we they
Uh-huh.
would see his handwriting. You
Exactly.
understand? I never. So when the people put, look, the way you are going with this Obi thing, you understand? Sometimes some of your friends will tell you that, come on now, Omoye, where are you going? I can tell you, even Obi to himself is overwhelmed.
Ah, ah.
I didn't think
Mm.
he saw it coming like this. I see it will be like somebody who just felt, let me try this thing continuously to keep putting my name there. Maybe with time I will get there. But I believe this movement right now, Obi himself too, is overwhelmed.
Oh yeah, somebody told me. Who was it that told me? I don't know where he went to, and when he saw the crowd, he was like, "Wow!" He himself could not believe the crowd that was waiting to hear him speak. The man did not anticipate. He himself, no, he himself shocked himself. You know, one person just say, "Let me just try. Let me just put my heart there." let me see. That's why he had when he left PDP. Maybe they said his political career was dead after he left PDP, right? And he went to a small party. People wrote him off now and say, I beg. But see him as a thing organically on his own just grew. There's no way when the man get there, we won't be saying now we they shout Obi Obi Obi. We go there this table, they drag am. We go drag am for afternoon, drag am for evening because we want to see results. This is the
Right.
beauty of having a sensible person because you fit send a direct message. You fit tell and say, guy, this is what you said. You go back am up with video, you go back am up with pictures. It's a simple thing. And if you know they do what it's supposed to do, so all of us go gather. We go say today na today you dey comot for there. We are giving it to
Because
somebody else.
we don't already get a movement. So that movement, we go channel the movement to somebody else.
To
Like
somebody
America will
else.
say, America say you try, let somebody else
Exactly.
to try.
Let somebody
You
else do
understand?
try.
Do you
Exactly.
not be king? You
You
that
know
try,
the
you
thing.
try.
You not try, you try. So you don't try. We see what you do. Okay, it's okay. You be like say you don't tire, go rest. You try. Let's give somebody else a chance. It's that simple. I mean, I have some people that know me. I've gotten messages, private messages like, "Ha, oh my, you they look for position. Which one be all this one? You they start to be. Just tell us. So be like say you they use style. They look for. I just start to
After
be
the
like.
general or the federation.
Exactly. I think these people don't, and now people when they don't really know me like that. So I know even it wasn't that important to me. I just respond to them. I just laugh. I see these people don't understand what I'm doing. Is not. I'm not. It's not. I don't care. I'm not interested in knowing Peter Obi. I see the man when I go LA. I was the first person to see him at the reception. He was checking in as I was checking in the same hotel that we did that event. I see him. Me and him see eye to eye. I no ask him for picture. He was looking at me. I was looking at him. Do you understand what I'm saying? It's
Yeah.
not about, for me personally, I want to see Nigeria working. For the
That's
people,
it.
the suffering is staggering. Never in my life have I seen Nigerian children, people go put them for this thing, they social media, people they say, come on, Nigerian starvation level has reached a critical level where they are now looking for food for children because people cannot go to the farm anymore. I've never experienced it in my life in
It's
Nigeria. I've
stupid.
never.
Omoye,
It's
that
so bad
January
now.
6th, that
Huh.
January 6th thing that happened last year in America. I watched a lady, she's a realtor. She's doing successful realtor. She flown a private jet $13,000 from Dallas to DC just
So,
to go for that rally. You understand?
yes.
So you and I that didn't support it will say this is the level of stupidity. You understand? But when they interviewed the lady after some time, she channeled a course. You understand where Donald Trump take America to in terms of their economy,
Mm,
grow the economy, grow this. You understand? You see the love of a country. You understand? Donald Trump might abuse it. You even in the Bible, there are parts that Moses did wrong.
of
You
course.
understand? There are
Of
parts that
course.
Moses did wrong. Trump may abuse it. Obi is entitled to that. Everybody is entitled to that. But
He's
what
a
we are
human
seeing,
being.
come
Yes,
on, we need a great change.
we do.
God,
Desperately too. Not
Omoye, he paid me every day where nothing paid me past where I try to come out with the best way to bring some of my friends or former colleagues or family to America. People that would have better our country. I will
mm-hmm,
find all the way that if they apply one shot, they get that visa, they are coming.
mm-hmm.
You understand? It
Yeah,
pains me a lot. Then
yeah.
I'm here pushing my own kids to read and read and read. I carry router put for my bedroom. 8 o'clock, I will off router so that because they smart pass me for computer now, so that they don't go bypass me. You understand? Go to bed. Because I'm looking for scholarship. I don't want to pay school fees. But I'm training other people's kids in
Yeah,
Nigeria, paying. Is this not the height of insane?
it is.
You understand? Is it not
It
the height of
is.
it? Like I said, if my country is even good and some of us did well in Nigeria and it's helping us here, why won't I just simply say, okay, since Nigeria is cheap, let me even send my daughter to Nigeria and go and school?
Thank you. You go do it with your
You
full chest. You
understand?
don't go worry. Yeah.
Why won't I just even do that? So this thing, that's why sometimes it makes it look like I'm taking it personal. It's more than personal. It's like my shadow that goes with me anywhere I go. I can't run away from my shadow.
Exactly. That is very well put. It's like you can't. I said they wake up, and I they sleep to with Nigerian news. Wake up with Nigerian news. People will think I'm crazy. I've never been interested in Nigerian politics ever in my life. When this Peter Obi gave me a glimmer of hope, now I can't. They look and they observe. They look. Now in the thing, I just all of it. I say, you know what? Let me just throw my heart in this with this guy. I'm telling you, they wake up to Nigerian news, they sleep with Nigerian news. I've never done it. Even when I was in Nigeria, I know they pay attention to the news for the first time in my life. Because I'm so desperate to. There's nothing wrong with me. I'm okay where I am. My family, all my family is outside of Nigeria. I have nothing to be, but I'm just so. It's almost like I they feel the pain when people they feel for Nigeria. It is crazy. I don't know how to explain that. It be like say they feel their pain, the hunger when they experience. When they eat, sometimes I go tire. I go just think their matter. I go just
Eh,
tire
let,
for the children I
let
dey
me
chop.
tell you one funny thing. I like sentimental music so much. So I'm a blues boy. I like blues. Kenny G's, Lionel Richie's, Michael
Now
Bolton.
there we go see your matter. Now there we go see your matter.
Bibi
Ogapo.
go. Bibi, good night, go.
Now there we go see your matter.
Baby
See
don't
what
come
you
for
dey tell
you.
person. Eh? For
Bibi,
heaven's
Bibi
sake,
don't come.
we are talking
Bibi
about
don't come.
Guguru and
My
Ekpa. You are talking
sister,
about sentimental.
no,
What is
no.
sentimental? Eh?
You know what I'm going this
My
route.
goodness. Is
Guess
it
what?
not they sing in Urobo Wayo? You they sing
My
sentiment.
sister, guess what? Guess
Sentimental
what?
go.
Something that I play so much, it will look like maybe because I've been in America for so long. Maybe I have this thing here.
Now,
But these are
now
songs that I've
music,
been
it is
playing from
called music
Nigeria.
bistro. You're supposed to be singing Bongo Zikwe. Eh?
Exactly. Okay, the year
I,
now.
I, I,
Now.
I,
I
I'm
started
Victor
seeing
Wifo. How you go talk?
yes,
How
so
you gonna
Victor
say that kind of
Wifo.
song?
No, Bongo Zikwe self na sentimental now. It makes sense now. You go sky with Bongo Zikwe now. Bongo Zikwe go well. Oyeka Wenu go well. You understand? Michael Cree go well. You know? But what am I saying? I started seeing my colleagues started playing Nigerian music. Me, I don't know this Nigerian music too much. Because I feel say they play me blues. My sister, I can't shame for myself. Oh. And you know the funny part? When they play this music, even when they ask me, then I'll quickly check. I discover it's Nigeria. Some of them will still tell me, oh, some nice Jamaican music. Ah, say this one a Nigerian music. Oh. Guess what? It's not even, it didn't even come out from me. It's not even me that play. You understand? Look the way the entertainment industry is taking our country. You know, we can make that country great. You understand? See the music that is coming out, different of them. See what Burna Boy is doing. Wizkid. You understand? See what they are doing. You know, we can sell that country where we can also earn our own respect. You know,
Yeah, so
baby,
we can sell it
yab
for
me,
Guguru
yab
and
me.
Ekpa. We can sell it for Guguru and Ekpa.
I
See,
beg
now
you.
Guguru and Ekpa matter na in my head as I did. So this summer is Guguru and Ekpa with Gary. You know, past that one.
Some I don't finish. Some I don't finish.
Oh,
Now
by
only
the
we
way,
would. Now only
by
we would
the
there for Arizona and Texas them. Now we still get some as small.
Abby. So by the way, Bibi, I watched the live after I had to do the because it was done by the time I went to catch it. It was a very interesting story. I'm very happy for the lady. It worked out for her. But when she was sharing the story about how uh, what's it called?
You
Talking
mean
about
you mean the story of this morning with Auntie B?
yes. Well,
Uh
you that sent me message now. That's why you
yes,
watch
yes,
it.
yes, so yes, so
So I watched the replay after you told me. I was like, okay, let's just because I was going to the gym, so I just put it in my ear. So when the girl was talking about how she was interacting with the pastor, everything pastor, I was irritated. I was so highly irritated. I was like, oh my God, what is wrong with these people? Your pastor is everything. When the man now say bring wedding dress, you said carry the wedding. I was screaming. I was like, "Oh my God, that's dangerous!" And then she started sharing the experiences she was having right after. I was like, "No surprise there. You just put yourself." But anyway, I'm happy it worked out for her. But it was an eye opener. Very.
but you see, oh my, the thing for me is there, and I remember this when I was in school back home. I schooled in Ado Ekiti, and I would watch my schoolmates, my pastor this, my pastor this. I mean, to me, it was a new thing to me because at that time, anything just a start. And from the
Yeah.
area I grew up I don't want to all my actually here. But
No
I grew up
problem.
around I grew up around Satellite Town. And
Okay.
it was new. We were not used to. Everybody was going to. I'm a Jehovah's Witness, always have been, always will continue to be. But I saw my schoolmates and my friends and go there in Catholic church, go there in Baptist church. When I come here now, when I enter school, now I begin to see believers love world. Every single thing, my pastor.
I'm telling
I
you.
look one of my classmates as I look the Peking. I say now, wow. At this point, do you even have a mind of your own?
Oh my God.
Do you have a mind of your own? Oh, he go house, go see mama, you go say, go tell him pastor. You go go school, go do exam, you go say, go tell him pastor. Exam won't begin and say, go tell him, I go say now. Mama, I call the one that say, person may go here, you go think say the pastor na your papa. They're not going to say na ordinary congregation person and you be. Then go think say na your papa and be the pastor. But this was the beginning of how things were, because in a matter of time, lots of people were doing the same thing. In other Pentecostal churches that they were going to, they were, oh, my pastor this, my pastor that. Then it now became an in thing to be in the choir group. Then it became an in thing to be a worker in the church. I just they look at it, I say now, wow, oh God, at this point, heaven, not only Nigeria, I go full of. Another person. No other country.
I was
no other country go
looking
near Nigeria. No other country go near the heaven. Now only Nigeria. because I had friends in other schools. I had friends in other schools. And when I would ask them that, look, when we would go back home, I said, look, this is the thing I'm seeing. Is this happening? Say, now so they say go follow talk their own matter. I can't they say now, wow, now plan. Which kind of thing be this? Anywhere where you enter my pastor, so you reach northern side, then they follow, they do pastor. I say, as in they do the pastor, they don't get mosque again. They say mosque no, they rain again. They say now walk up for church, now this for church, Then the next thing I started seeing, they were now saying, person won't marry. Say you go get to see. Go, how did they even talk? Say he goes, how? Say he go dream. I be whether God don't talk to him. Saying I saw in pastor see the thing. Saying he don't see his wife. Oh my, fear catch me. I say now saw this thing be. Oh my goodness. It was so distasteful. Let me say it that way.
Yeah.
It was because it was like making a mockery of the thing. Because I grew up learning to read the Bible for myself and to understand. It won't pick it past on myself. At a point in time, I say, so when you people go to this church, do you even carry Bible? Well, in fact, what is the point? How many scripture then read? Pastor go only read one preach. You go come there. I say now, wow. Oh my goodness. And then so when I was listening to that lady's story, in my mind, I thought, so people haven't really woken up from this situation.
No.
They are still stuck in it.
Yes, there are people, many.
Oh my goodness. It is pathetic.
Yes,
when she said, the woman say, the pastor say, he tell us to make you wear wedding gown. For my mind, I didn't say, now which kind of trumokbo now did this man mouth? Where they open mouth, he say yeah, he say jump, he say how far do you want to go? Should I touch the clouds before coming down to earth?
I'm telling. And on top of that, the man had told her before, had told her that it is you. Hey, that one alone, suppose don't chase you out of there, first of all. So I was shocked when she said she still remained there and was still taking instructions from the same man.
Now one of my friends, maybe in this school, be in the time, he go, yeah, person go tell and say, well, Toba see me to cook pada ko so fun pe mi o ba mi le. Now I have to tell that man.
Oh my God.
She did not have a life.
At all. She didn't have a voice of her own.
She didn't have a life.
Oh
you
my
wake
God.
up, now church then see you. You sleep, now church then see you. In fact, at some point in time, I asked myself, so when did you have time to even build this bond with your child? because she said she had a bond with her child. Both of them were so happy together. Ìgbà wo lo wá láyè láti máa lọ sí church tó máa rán where you dey raise pikin? When did you have the time to do all that?
She probably was thinking with childhood. But I mean, some of when she was sharing, my heart was like, wow.
Oh
I was
wow!
just going,
I am
wow,
so happy
wow,
for
wow.
her.
I am.
I was so
think it
happy for
ended
her.
well. No.
Because another thing I now thought of was, if this man treated her like this, how does he treat his wife?
No need to ask now. That one is already obvious.
How does he treat his wife? When
That
she
one is
open her mouth,
obvious.
talk say she be number 2 for the church.
Imagine, she won't get her own office. She get her own office. Did you hear when she said she had her own office? She has her own
She
office.
said she did. She said she did. I say, come there. Now, what do they say? Come there, lele.
Come back.
Goodness, come there.
But Paul, did you listen to the story?
Oh my goodness.
No, I didn't.
Okay.
No.
Oh my God.
Maybe I'll do it when I'm going to work tomorrow morning.
Yeah, it was
sad.
It was sad. Listening to her was really. I was like, oh my God.
And then did you hear the girl? Did you hear the girl that came to share that said that the pastors are not asking for dollars?
Yeah. I heard that one from Calabar. The girl called from Akwa Ibom or Calabar and said that they are saying, I know this $100. It has to be 100. I said, my goodness.
Our pastors are going international.
Then they buy spare parts. They do prayer now.
For where they deal in forex.
Oh my God.
They deal in forex.
Oh my God. I mean, it was disturbing for me to listen to her when she was sharing the relationship.
It's a shame.
It was disturbing for me. I was like,
it's a shame.
You know this
ordinary other countries, Ghana, Ethiopia, which are Burundi, name them. And they look for ways to take better the road, make lights for day, make water the day. Our own, we are competing with churches. How many church we get for Nigeria?
Do you know why? Let me tell you why. The reason why it be like that. See, everything at the head. If the head bad, if the energy when the head carry bad, every creepy crawly go come and infiltrate and do and undo. That's what we are seeing in Nigeria. Of course,
do you know that the missionaries that came to Nigeria, let me use Nigeria now, they are less than 1% of the so-called missionaries that we have now in Nigeria. You understand? That did great in Nigeria. Then now the missionaries of Nigeria that find themselves in America are more than like 50% compared to the one that came from Europe to Nigeria. How many lives can we done expired here in the West? Tell me any Nigerian church that you've been that you see a white person that is a serious church member, other than that person will be first timer, or maybe that person is married a Nigerian girl or a Nigerian man marry a white girl. That's why you find them in the church.
See, Oga Paul, Indian people, they even get church for Nigeria now. when Indian person don't begin to open church for Nigeria, make you know say our matter is a gunner. It's a gunner.
No, that one as na consultant. That one a consultant. If you go discuss spiritual issues.
If Indian person live in country, can't open church for Nigeria. Say na him get the church. Our matter don't pass. Be careful. Pass. Be careful.
You know it's in there. I believe so. Waiting go open people. I don't they open. That one I know because it don't be worse pass like this. People I don't they open small. You know the people when they don't they expose a lot of these pastors.
Small. You never see go. The people need to catch. You never catch them because church thing it cut across two ways by my own thinking. You see, in the 70s and the 80s up to the early 90s, club life were still existing in Nigeria. People go to club. Like you see people who are educated, corporate people who go to work, say, I can't wait to go to club. Just a normal thing. You understand? And even discuss it when they go to work. Man, it was good. Let me just go unwind all the stress and every other thing. But at a time, club now look like where hooligans go, where bad people go. So yeah, you buy that your fine cloth, nowhere to go, no nothing. You go just go church. So many of us go to church just because of who look say fine girls they come to church. We didn't go to church to go serve God. You understand? We didn't go to church to go serve God.
Is this your confession time?
Before uncle,
I think
Now
it's
your
you said
confession be
confession.
this, Abi.
I'm an
Yeah.
accomplice
You
now,
can't dey
full
tell us
percent,
wetin we dey do
hundred
that time.
percent. I'm an accomplice, 100%. Ojoro no dey. You understand? No, Ojoro no dey. Then another aspect of people, we also now go close door. What we call, there's this funny phrase that they say. They said, now, they need to take clear eye enter Keribu. You understand? They need to take clear eye enter Sabbath. Sabbath people know they invite you. They need to carry flyers. Then they wait for your problem. Then you go from back door enter. So you go be redeemed for morning. Then you go be Sabbath for evening. You go from back door enter. So it become a lucrative business. So you see the government people who even pride themselves say so person, so pastor. Now me they do power for them. Now me they do so thing.
Exactly.
So person will be manager. Waka when mama waka come meet me. Now me pray for him when he
Wow.
become manager. And me do this. So when they sell all these cock and bull stories, you understand? It doesn't look like failing to understand that. Are you somebody who graduates with school start and become bank manager in First Bank? What about your hard work? That you choose, you finish high school and you make your 6 credits. You went to university and you graduate. You understand? And you walk to the level of a manager. Then somebody will tell you, say, now one pastor put Ororo for your head. That make you come become bank manager. And we just buy this story.
And
We
na
don't get common sense.
because not be that one. We don't understand. Say the way that they raise us for Nigeria, they know they raise us with analytical mind. You don't know when
At
you go
all.
school, how you take the pass, not be to cram pass. You won't learn
And
ABC, they cram am.
honestly,
ABC to Z, you go cram am. You don't understand why it be A. You don't understand why it be B. You don't understand that even the 1+1, you don't know why.
oh yeah, make I make you laugh. Make I make you laugh. My sister, one of my friends posted something, and she shared it with us. I went to school with her. She can't say, see this cockroach now. Now, so they beat us for school. Say, if you know draw the cockroach well, you know go fit pass class. Tell me, as we look this cockroach down now, who this cockroach head? As we learn to draw the cockroach, memorize all the parts of this cockroach, how we take help us for this life? All of us, just they laugh like crazy, and that's true. I can't
All those
remember
white
that
wool
time.
don't find tire. All those white wool don't find.
That cockroach natural. I can't remember the days when we go put the cockroach for inside formalin. They cram, and I remember my teacher. I don't be like the man. Now say they beat us if you don't cram the thing. I can't remember saying that true. How many of that thing help anybody now?
But yeah, no
they carry anybody at all.
No,
if you don't cram them,
you not fit pass am. That is why.
Maybe when you dey university, they don't teach you computer for university. What did they teach you for computer when they university?
He say computer for the
what is computer?
Of the school.
Computer is
now only one computer. 9 days. Only one.
Only
one.
Textbook I take
one big man person, one big man wife can say he won't donate. He won't do big thing. He can't bring another one conjure. So he can't make am too. I look myself, I say, how much?
Apoti Erio. Where they carry cover.
God. No. Now the problem with that, because when you don't get analytical mind, anything they tell you do, now you
go do.
That make it be like that. And that same attitude that they carry enter anywhere they go. If they go church, they'll say move, you go move. Go to the left, you go to the left. Go to the right, you go to. They ask. Nigerians were brought up not to ask questions, not to challenge authority, not to ask why things are the way they are. You're not encouraged to do that, and that's what you see in adult life. So that's why you see a lot of people that are brainwashed.
Instead, you will hear, if you ask, why are you doing that? Say, because I said so.
Exactly.
Because I told you. You know, pass that one because I said so.
Exactly. You understand? So when you keep hearing that,
the day where I try, my pikin ask you something, I say because mommy said so. Now my pikin look me.
say, Mommy, with all due respect, why do you have to say that? Is it okay? I mean, what's wrong if you just explain it?
See, shouts, how person go they drink water, they talk. Just do wahala. My husband sit down there, they look me. Oh yeah, she be about they do pre.
Make I tell you my story there for computer
I
now.
arrange myself.
When I go do when computer go they get fault, they slow, they do one thing, I don't understand what I'm doing. Then I knock my daughter's room. I go ask. One day my daughter told me, she said, Dad, whenever you're having problem, you come to ask me. Is it that this computer thing, they don't do it in Africa? You don't know anything about we will declare say we know everything.
I'm not blame the people now.
They talk say every papa be they carry first. Oh, my husband is the one they take the begin. He say, so when they do, they say, no, first. Now my begin go say, so if everybody's just, doing so well, doesn't anybody ever do bad? I say, okay. Oh, yeah, over to you. Should be about the shop. Yeah, first. Now me carry first. I mean, if everybody they carry first, somebody they carry last. That's everybody they take pass. And that's true. I never see person, Papa, we ever carry second. Never. Never.
I say your papa they don't beat you well.
I never see person we carry second.
If they beat you, you go learn how to tell your pikin say only first they carry.
Oh my goodness. No, our country, look when and then when things happen and then the people they carry and take, you go see for social, they carry and take laugh. And I won't vex, but I go tell myself, say, that's all they can do. That's their coping mechanism. That's their coping mechanism. Otherwise, person go waka for men road. They come up clothes for body, no good, they know.
You no go know. Now, that is why that is their coping. Do you see how many comedians we get? See how many artists? You know, some from great pain and great where they come from. That's what great pain, This is what you're saying that Nigerians are struggling. It's because of the great suffering. People are silently, so when they have the opportunity to express themselves in such a way that you would not see regularly.
Apart from that, we were never encouraged to express ourselves. Even as adults. We are not encouraged to do so. Sit down there. It's a matter of be seen and not be heard.
Everything is a statement.
Yes.
Everything is a statement.
You can't, even when you're even offering this suggestion, like dear. That small, you take, you go to whisper around, so then go come tell you, say, oh, okay, it's okay.
Exactly.
I hear what you talk.
Make now sign that they give you when you go out. When you follow your mama, go out. Now, when you look for eye. No matter how that is allowed you don't go smell for your nose.
Make them bring your biscuits. Make your look as body your language. As your throat they long, they go. Your mama eye they point out like traffic lights.
You go remember my namesake for Bible Paul. He said, I saw myself doing the things that I don't want to do.
Oh yeah.
That's the way they sent you go start to smell for your nose.
Hey, there's no boy you will say open your mouth. You go drink, you go chop saliva, drink the saliva. Whoa. That chicken where you see, they give you cabin biscuits. You go out the house, they bring out cabin biscuits, come bring out garden egg, come put small granules. You near the table. May they see you. You go here with.
But that's the problem. Some of the problem with the experience now because of that type of upbringing. Because when you not allow Pekin to express himself, allow the Pekin to be all that Pekin supposed to be. Give a room to they curious to ask questions. You can, and again, I not blame the parents also. I can't say 100% because that's what they knew. Now how they say most of them did not travel. Most of
That's
them
true.
are not, they're not as exposed as we are, right? So now when they know, and Nigeria, where life not do, where you want to watch TV, when go even teach you how to parent properly. You know,
Say
My
watch
sister,
TV. Wait me
whenever my
that.
mom travel, whenever my mom travel, if she's coming back, they go pick my mom in convoy. You understand? When my mom relocated back to Warri, if my mom fly to that small airstrip there, Usubi Airport, they go pick my mom in convoy. These are people who live in Warri. Warri is a very small city. You know why? Because some people never even reach airport before. So the joy of say them even see themselves for airport, say I go near airport. The happiness. These
Yeah,
same people, good percentage of the same people, I'll tell my mom, they still discourage my mom. Mama, no fly, you get with yes. Then I'll keep
exactly.
making my mom understand. Say, mommy, the safest and the fastest means of transportation is flying by air, is by the aircraft. You understand? It's the safest. I say, you know how many people Okada don't kill? How many people Danfo don't kill? Because it doesn't make the news. But if any crash happens, it's just going to make the news. So it makes it look like it's big. But as we are talking here, accident everywhere. She go say my picking are true. But whenever she want to fly, they don't build all those fear around her. You know, so that is one aspect. I could remember I begged my mom. My mom came to America, live in America. My mom said no. You know why? Because when my mom was here, how would she send money? The only few money she will send, then my mom will fight. That is the only few time my mom will try to fight one thing and that is only rent. You know why? To pay all those church levies. Because they can't come from me. You understand? They
Yeah.
met my mom. That's how my mom passed out, died in Nigeria. This is woman would have lived here, enjoy life, enjoy her grandkids. One time I challenged my mom. I told my mom, I said, Mom, why do you hate my kids so much? That really hurt my mom. Even I myself too. I regret saying that. But I just want to push. I said, why do you spend all time, spend my money for my siblings' kids? You don't want to come see my kids. Every time I tell you, come up with one excuse or no excuse. Come and see. I didn't know your grandchildren. Play with them. They like you so much. My son even give my mom nickname. You understand? My son don't know. Don't call my mom grandmother. He call my mom Worry. You know, mommy Worry. You know, and it's so fun
Yeah.
to my mom and everything. You know, come on, come and see. But these church people, they catch this woman. They understand whenever the woman travel, they
Mm.
lose their allocation. You
Mm.
understand?
The
Allocation don't go. You don't follow
them.
us who go on strike.
Are you a follower?
You know, so
But
they
you know another thing, Olga Paul. A lot of them, I feel for them when they come out here because they're not used to
no,
being by
my sister,
themselves.
I'm so sorry. I really strategize very well, and luckily for me, my mom happened to go to Redeem, so we have so much Redeem here. Then apart
Mm,
from Redeem, so I understand friends, and some of my friends too that also have their parents. Then luckily
mm,
for me, my mom speaks Yoruba very well. So
mm,
yeah, we have a lot of Yoruba people around here. So when we go drop them for church, now they go tell us they come pick us. So sometimes some of my friends will take my mom from church, go drop my mom. So they'll take their time, gossip us. Whenever their friends' mother come to my own house, they gossip their own children. That's
mm,
what they know how to do. So I
mm.
really balance it very well. I understand that staying at home can be so bored. So just to enjoy with them.
But then again, the truth is this. The truth be this one. It's hard for your mother to stay. I can tell you for free.
That's
As a
true.
man, you're married to a woman
No,
that's not
Omoye,
your
my
daughter.
my concern, I already know very well that it's gonna be hard for me to keep my mom here to say, okay, let us
Yeah.
start this process of a green card, citizenship, but at least be coming, spend this quality time. These
I
old
don't
people.
really blame her. I don't, to be honest, I'll tell you for free.
These old people, and my own case. My own case when I'm telling my mom to say come, I'm not that type to say come. Then I go buy ticket. My mama will go suffer. I mean, go carry a cup. So that made the journey sweet, made the journey smooth, make she know they
Mm,
too stressed with the distance. You understand? So who won't stop when you stop in UK, stuff
mm.
like that. So make the journey sweet, Or at the same time also check her health, and every other thing. So this is what I just want to do. At the same time, me myself too, I want to enjoy them too. And I'm myself now. Make you also
I
enjoy my own
understand,
children
but you
too.
also have to understand. Say you don't marry, you know, go they not get in one be your mama no go they comfortable. I they tell you because
My
mothers
sister,
generally,
you know they comfortable. You know they go stay my other sibling.
now your sister house now. Mothers are more
And your
comfortable
sister
with their
house is
daughters.
different. It
It's
different from
different, so
from boy house.
yeah,
No,
it's
Now,
very
boys too.
different.
No, boys too. We have five. We have five boys.
Yeah, but
Five
it
boys and
depends
two
on the
girls.
type of relationship. I'm honestly, brother Paul, you don't go understand, but that's just the truth.
honestly.
You know when that's just the truth. Even for I mean, I have brothers. I have brothers and I have sisters. I see how it is. I understand. Let me tell you the truth. Your mama for no go comfortable for you. Not be say no love you. Not be say she no go like to stay. When woman don't day house, when they don't marry, especially now man them, the relationship they different. There's something about it. I can't explain. It's beyond my pay grade, but it is what it is. So I can
Mhm.
understand why your mom will like, struggle about it. And she know will fit come out tell you because she don't want to hurt you and she doesn't want to put you in a position where you feel like you have to keep apologizing. So
Mm.
regardless of anything, just forgive and say, okay, now she no reach with that. That's just the truth. So I'm telling you, it's very rare to have, when man go marry like this. When im mama go fit just come stay, it dey rare to find. I don't know why, but I mean, there's some men who successfully do it. I'm not saying there aren't. I've
Mm.
seen, but even with that, I still dey hear complaints from the women. They go say, my sister, So it is
No,
what
no, no. My sister, you're right on that one because even though, let me put it this way, even though if my wife won't speak all the good things, well, she might just be saying it in my phone for me to hear what she want to say, but behind me, they might be their own cold war as women.
exactly
You
when you
understand?
not dey
I quite
there,
understand,
exactly,
but my own
exactly.
concern is that because of to some level her health, this 1 2 months, and not just that, my elder sister kids also live here, school here, so just that 1 2 months, and it's a class thing too for her too, another aspect of it. This woman enjoy sha. Today they here, tomorrow they here, next tomorrow they
True,
here.
true.
It's a class thing. It give her that relief too. Because when she herself even go back, you understand, even though those coats self what they go buy for bowling, which they carry go give pastor to, they self they appreciate that.
Let's say they pay you better for
He dey pay you.
let's say you see them, you go flog them.
Say na the hard earned money they take distribute take give pastor.
I'm telling
Nonsense.
you, every time you dey pay brother for where it dey tell you feel like you see those pastors, you go flog them for real.
I don't blame you, Jare. You get every right to vex.
I know it's very funny, but hey, I understand because most of those pastors they brainwash these people. They go brainwash you, put fear in the ones they want to put fear, and they'll put fear for their mind to make them believe that the worst will happen if they if
Mm-hmm.
they if they do anything contrary to what because it's all about control for these people. They want to have control of the person's mind and body. That's what they do. So if you're not, I remember a long time ago there was a church I went to, I was attending, and the pastor called me and he said, he sees, he called me, he said he wanted to talk to me. In my mind, I was like, because me, I'm never close to all the churches I've been, I'm never close to the pastor. I don't want to be a part, I'm not interested, right? So I went and I saw and I was like, oh, he noticed that I'm not yet married and he has some people lined up, blah, blah, blah,
Can you
and
imagine?
all of that. I was not looking at him. My face was like straight looking at him. In my mind I was having another conversation. In my mind I was saying, see this man. This is a move with catch. Make it continue. So the man now said, okay, he will call me. So he called me like 2 days or so after. He now said, there's this guy that he wants to introduce me to. He wants me to get married to this person. Da 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 da. Sha talk, try to use a flower to cover the person.
And that one no go get palio.
You wait now, exactly. Guess what? The person dey Nigeria, then the
Oh,
person
okay.
will come. Anyway, long story short, He called me, he said, so do you have anybody you are talking to? I say, yes, I do. He said, oh, really? I said, I have about 4 people that I'm talking to. The man just what? He not believe that they tell him that kind of thing, I think he was not expecting because he was in shock literally. He couldn't talk.
Omo,
So I
your
said,
own won't come worse pass Harry own self. You won't
ah,
come put your own list self like Harry.
I said four. I said I talking to four people. He said, no, 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 it's bad. Why will you be talking to 4 guys? It's very confusing. Can confuse you. I said, no problem. I said, I'm not trying to understand what you are saying, Pastor. I have 4 male friends. What's wrong with that? He said, why can you have 4 male? He was not arguing with me. How can you have 4 male friends? You're supposed to have only one. So that you can get married. I said, I now laughed. I said, no, Pastor, we're just friends. There's nothing. He now said, how can you be friends with men? I said, how would I be friends with men? Are they not human beings? Conscious they argue for phone. No. Are they not human beings? Why should I not be friends with men? Please, oh, I have brothers. Pastor, what are you? I'm sorry, I'm not understanding you. And I told him, I said, I'm not interested though in your hookup. Sorry, count me out. The guy from that day come dey look me with distant eye. Say this one. Be like say this one.
He
Leg
go
no
Most
dey.
hard.
the worst of them, or mostly those one we go get
Honestly,
pali.
he go
Those one we no
Me,
hard.
get pali.
me. I know they fall
Hmm.
for that kind of thing. No, I
Those one we
saw
no get pali.
him. I
Omo,
was
yeah, those one we no get pali. If their name na Paul, na abbreviation. Their name na Saint Paul. If na Patrick, na brother Patrick. They go wash your feet. You go clear for your eye.
I'm
Oh my
telling
goodness.
you.
Ah.
In fact, if person no get me, I dey carry my sense. I dey wear am like cap when I dey go any of their churches, and it don't take. So I don't remember the last time when I entered church. But me, I don't dey follow them do all those things. They no fit catch me mugu. Now look, I dey look them from distance. If they do anyhow, I dey show myself right away, and I will not come back to your church. They know. I know. You get one time when I stopped going to that church after that incident happened and something else happened. I just shut it down. I just stopped going. I got a call, right? Now called me, hey, sister, so and so, we haven't seen you in church. Oh, wow. And the question they asked me was, are you still Christian? I said, no, I've converted. I'm not a Muslim. The person that called me was like, really? I said, yes, it's not the same God you're serving. I didn't wait for him. I said, say, no, that he's just surprised, that that's just too much of it. I said, too much of a what? We are worshiping the same God. I can be Muslim if I want to. Just like I was Christian when I was coming to your church, I'm now Muslim. What are you gonna do about that? I change accent for them quick, quick. I don't get time. Why don't they follow them do all those things? So the whole church thing just tire me because I have my own personal relationship with God. I know who I am. I know
No,
who
it's
I am.
tiring. It's
I
tiring.
don't
Like
even
like
waste
I
my
said,
time.
the few part I understand with this Bible thing, like I tell people. When I argue this part, the Bible says when I was a child, I think like a child. When I become adult, the Bible did not say I think like adult. It say I put away childish things. My sister simply
Exactly.
mean we don't take away sentiments. Allah
Exactly.
will know.
Yeah, like say, Brother Paul, your network.
Oh, sorry,
Mirabel.
sorry,
Yeah.
sorry.
Okay, go ahead.
Yeah. Alarm will not wake me up 3:50 a.m. in the morning. Then I close my eye back, say I want to pray. Let me sleep, I will go back. Because I don't even wake. It was the alarm that wake me up. You
Yeah.
understand? But remember
Uh-huh.
when we're growing up, our parents wakes us up that morning. Everybody
Yeah.
pray together as family. But that I was a child. You understand? They are training me. Now,
Exactly.
when I wake up like that, I can never. If I didn't sleep, maybe I wake up before my alarm. You understand? I didn't sleep. I wake up before my alarm. I can go back. I can pray in that morning. But if the alarm wake me up, I cannot close my eyes. I may be washing my teeth, do my prayer, or once I get out from the garage, started driving, I'll do my prayer because I'm an adult. You understand? I do things like
Absolutely.
adult. You understand? Which
Exactly.
means I take away the sentiment. I will not just do it that traditional way. But some of
Exactly.
us still go to church and do everything traditional. Traditional, traditional.
Like babies, like babies. Yeah,
Exactly.
yeah, that's true. Mirabel, let me respond to Mirabel here. Mirabel says the man was just telling you who think you're standing to be where that you do not fall. I said, Mirabel, that's BS. I don't have. Am I a baby? Of course, I know exactly what I'm doing. I just didn't want to engage him in his conversation. I'm not a baby, just like brother Paul said. When you're an adult, when you're a baby, you act like a baby. When you're an adult, you act like an adult. You know. So all that one. Now, who won't make you affect? Now, in the affect. Oh, me, I know that category when you they talk about. Okay, Mirabel, you ain't talking to a little baby. Hmm? So, anyways, I mean, I just feel like for Nigeria, we have to get it right, right? So that we go start to dey make common sense out of the lives when we dey live, so that we go start to dey teach children the right things, to think analytically, teach the parents how to parent. Because some people go just born children put for ground, they no sabi take care of them, they no know how to handle their children, they go just leave them to become anything when they want. And not be so e suppose be. And there's so many issues in this life that one has to plow through. And Nigeria does not provide that atmosphere for children to thrive. Hmm? They provide that atmosphere. Now it make the problem when we get now a big way. To every day you go to hear different horrible things. Not be so it's supposed to be. When the energy of the leader is wrong, now so it dey be. When
Right.
the energy of the leader is wrong, when you have people around you that are, the leaders from local government, even though they don't thief all the money for local government, so it's non-existent right now. But from the state government, everything, when the energy, look at what's happening in Imo State, for instance. That man that is the governor, clearly he's the wrong person for that state because of the kind of level of atrocities going on. You know?
Number
So,
four. Number four. Somebody from number four become governor. What
exactly,
about number two? What about number three?
exactly.
That's why they call
You
him miracle.
exactly.
Imo people call him Supreme Court Administrator.
Yeah. Do you
You
understand?
know,
So
that the thing where they pay that for body, where they call him that. They didn't call him governor. They
it's not
say
the
Supreme Court
governor.
Administrator.
Yeah. Because the thing is, say when you have the wrong person leading, they breed all kinds. Even the Bible, as a writer for Bible, say when the righteous are in power, the people rejoice. When the wicked
Right.
rule, the people are in. That's what has been happening in Nigeria. Too many wicked people ruling. In almost every state, wicked people na full. And then the overall leader go
Then
breathe.
the bad part of it. They raise us, and we also believe that that's how you learn.
Exactly,
Say we need strong thing. Since we've been getting
exactly.
this strong thing, what has that
Mm,
given to us?
thank you.
My sister will not see strong thing for Saudi Arabia, but the country they grow.
Exactly,
We not see. We they see strong thing. We they see strong thing for
exactly,
UAE. Now
exactly.
strictly Arab country. You understand? The country they grow. You
See,
understand? Well,
talking about Arab country, one of our people when I just get one when news when I read recently, one of our people went go there. They take the whether they amputate her hand, whether they use them, I don't know. So many dismembered human bodies when they use people when they go work for there, they come back complete. There's so many atrocities going on and happening to a lot of Nigerians because they can't get jobs, they're frustrated. So anywhere when open for them, they go. I just, we have to get it right this
so
time.
I'm so sorry. Let me tell you, there are some things some of us do in these Arab countries that we get away with. You don't understand the consequence. Sometimes you meet the wrong person, maybe somebody that they've hurt before, and luck or unluck catches up with you. You see this local wash that they wash currency,
Mm-hmm.
paint dollar black and they wash currency.
Mm-hmm.
Boys, they use that thing, they make money for those Arab countries.
I know they do bad things. No, no,
So
no.
different
Yeah,
different
I know.
stupid things that some people will go do those
Go
places,
there.
they are very, very
Absolutely.
strict whenever the
I
law
know.
catches up with you.
I know. Outside of that, I am very well aware of that. Even some of the ones when they go carry their cult activity from Nigeria, go enter there. Okay,
Those
or the ones
useless
where they
young
go they
boys.
do 419 for there. You understand what I'm saying? Now I'm talking about the regular hustling person that just wants to
Oh,
work
that is too
honest
painful.
living. That
That
is
that
what I'm
that
talking
that
about.
that beats my heart.
Exactly.
No,
So
that
that
beats.
it
Omo, do
bothers
you
me
know? Do
too.
you know what they spend? What Nigerians, Sri Lankas, people from India are going through in Qatar, building the
Exactly.
stadium that they want to use for this next World Cup coming up November.
Uh-huh.
The suffer that they suffer, and you
Yeah.
know, Qatar is even hotter than Arizona.
Hmm.
You
Not be
understand?
desert. Now
They
desert
get
now.
up to 120, 125 Fahrenheit.
Mm-hmm.
You understand? Then they stay there, work with no good pay, no nothing.
Yes.
All in the name of because your country have failed you.
Yes.
And sometimes some of these people that borrow money believing say if you come up from Nigeria and are abroad, they don't know
Exactly.
what they don't know what they go see. They don't go borrow money with bad
Exactly.
interest. And they keep
Exactly.
working, making less than nothing. So they can't even pay the
Exactly.
debt. That's why they stay
Exactly.
there 1 year, 2 years. Once you stay more than 2 years, it becomes something that you're so ashamed of going back empty. You just
Mm-hmm.
stuck.
Exactly.
We need to fix that country so that
Mhm.
our people cannot live like that. Look, okay, for
Exactly.
example, look like this is North America. We have three countries with other territories. You see Americans 2 hours to Mexico from Arizona. My
Mm-hmm.
colleague on Friday, they just drive. Tomorrow night, some of them, they already come prepared. They just drive straight. I'm going to Cancun. I'm going to here. They just drive to Mexico. But the Mexicans will jump fence into this country, but the Americans will drive down there. And the
Imagine.
Canadian will come here to come enjoy good weather when the cold
Exactly.
is too much. And
Exactly.
also leave when this place begin start becoming too hot for them. They just leave.
Yep.
You
Yep.
understand? So when you fix your country well, see now look the example with Mexico and Canada.
Mm-hmm.
Canada fix their country very well. They come here for leisure, enjoy, and go back. Mexican
Exactly.
come here, take all the pain, all the struggle, everything for next to nothing.
Yep.
That's the same thing what we are going through in
Exactly.
scattered in many countries of the world today.
Yes. So if that's why we don't have, there's no way around it. We need to fix the system. So we
Right.
don't keep losing people. It you can live on your leisure. You can say, okay, I want to just travel somewhere, leisure. It's different. Say you can't go, you go this. So you know how many of our people don't pay me, don't delete for border, for Morocco, all those places. You know how many?
Okay.
It's too much. So we need to, this will not be time to keep
Prostitution.
quiet. Exactly.
Prostitution.
On top of
One
that one,
of
see the one
one
I can give a story. I think was it yesterday now? Yeah, there was one lady that came to share. I think it was an audio, Sister B's show. The girl, now the work when she go do for Europe be that she can't dey send the money go home. They take her helping people. They still did not appreciate her with everything.
oh yeah.
She left the house young at the age of 21 because she wanted to hustle, and left and said, okay, let her go and hustle. But she had a mother who could have hustled her own hustle to provide for her children, but she had to take it upon herself to now become a mother to everybody, including her half brothers and sisters. They were now using her, and then on top of it, they now turned against her. When she needs them, they are not there. They turned the only child she had, they turned the child against her. You know, there's just too much of this going on. It needs to
It's too much.
change.
It's
It's
too
too
much.
much.
Sometimes we stay here, we cry, racist, and every other thing. Sometimes the
Exactly.
humiliation some of us go through from our siblings, our family. God,
Exactly.
they bully you, they shame you. See
Mhm.
your mate now don't buy house for Banana Island.
Oh,
Your mate
yeah,
now don't do this. Your mate now don't
exactly.
do
They
that.
don't know
My
what if
brother
they
will
do.
my brother will lap me 1984 2 times. He go to tell people say when would they go school? Now me they lap up. See and now see the kind of house when they stay for America, he forget me. Like say he sell in land, take send me go America to go work for them. You can't imagine those kind of
And,
you
and
know.
then and then when they say those things, they say it with so much audacity that you
Yeah,
yourself
Yes.
you start doubting yourself. Say, Shojula
that's
Sonny.
true.
Na ordinary I mean, you think am before you talk am, abi you dey talk am before as you dey think am dey go. Because
Exactly.
they say it with so much, as in, Why are you even thinking about it? That is what you're supposed to do. Really?
Yes, now.
Not
Person
so
will
now.
borrow you biro
Ah.
1991. In 90 say don't help you. You know if you pay that debt finish. Oh. Now him borrow you biro where you take pass. Where you take get work for United Nations.
Oh my God. Mirabel, they ask, why is Nigeria too hard to fix? We're living in the last days, but ours doesn't have to be the worst. At least 24 hours electricity, other countries made possible for more than 100 years. It's still hard. Well, it is hard because we've been quiet for too long. We've been docile, complacent,
Compressed.
we just don't, and then our leaders made it worse because there was no education, like we're talking about the teaching style, no analytical mind, no way of challenging the status quo and asking questions. You challenge, they snuff you, they just take care of you sharp sharp. A lot of truth tellers that we had, they quietly took care of them. So because of that, a lot of people stopped talking and went in the background, right? Or some of them, they beat them to the ground so that they could not talk again. So that's why it's been challenging. And when the people decide that it's time to change, then it is time to change, which is where we're living in right now. Yes, unfortunately, it has taken that long, but it is what it is. Maybe not so, like the story of Nigeria. And the creator of the world knows exactly where we are as Nigerians, and he knows what time it is for us right now. So now it's now up to us to take the bull by the horn and put sentiments aside, tribes aside, because tribe no help us. You know help my papa, you know help my mama, you know help me. Okay? So until we do that, another 1,000 years, people that will be born then, they'll be on this table. So that's what we are trying to prevent now. So it's all up to each and every one of us. You, me, everybody must join for this
It's
one.
tough. The good thing I could remember 1993, 92, 93 presidential debate, MKO and Tofa, when they asked MKO that this country has been destroyed for over 30 years. How do you think you can fix this country? MKO say if it take you 20 years to learn how to cure mad person and you are 40 years old, how long will you even cure mad person before you demise? So before you even started curing mad people, you already in teaching school, started teaching others before they even certify you completely. So the good thing with Nigeria is that we are educated. Like Obi will always say, we already have the the real investors that will come and
Yes.
invest. The real investors are
Mm-hmm.
you and I, Nigerians that will come from all over the world.
Mm-hmm.
Do you understand? And these are the Nigerians that are complaining today, that are crying today, the
Yeah.
Omoye of this world today. So it will be very, very easy because we have everything to take. We just need somebody to create an enable environment for us
Yeah.
to go do business. You
Exactly.
understand? So when
Mhm.
when things right, you'll be so shocked the way the country will go faster. How
Yeah.
many years? Look at Ghana that are destroyed, they come to Nigeria to come polish you, practice prostitute and the likes. Overnight, Ghana just transformed. You understand? So the
Yeah.
Ghana come begin to deport us. You understand? So it will be very, very fast if they set an enabling environment. You understand?
Mm-hmm.
Because government don't have any business doing business. Just
Right.
regulate very well. Like I keep saying all the time. Tell me any Republican state that you say you go, you see that they are backward, or any Democrat state. You understand? Look all the
Mm-hmm.
complaint. Every day we hear people are living in California. People are living in California. It's still the richest state in the whole world.
Yep.
You understand?
Yep.
Richer than countries,
Mm-hmm.
because they are thinking new thing. You understand?
Mm-hmm.
So if people want to take, it's just like that.
Yeah.
So it's gonna be easy when we get it right
Yes.
from the head. It's just gonna be easy when we
Yes.
get it right. Not be the one with
Exactly.
termites, they chop money, monkey, they chop
Mm-hmm.
money, snake, they swallow.
Yeah.
Now, snake go swallow goat for Nigeria, then go cut the snake, then go bring the goat out. But the snake swallow money, then they cut the snake. Then they cut the snake. The snake will become private property. It will be somebody else.
It dey make person laugh. Till today, I never see any Nigerian case when they ever solve. The
For
matter go
real.
come out and go, yeah, then go talk. It go full everywhere. Then after like 2-3 weeks, the matter go die down. We don't ever
It
hear the
go
end of
rain,
it.
go. Baby, you know one clothes where they call back in the days in the 80s where it rain where we're slick, where was you sing Siliki, Siliki, oh the jaw. That slick, it rain well. But with time, it rain go. Now be Nigeria. Now so corruption go come, rain go. He go rain go. Nine don't rain go now. You
I
don't
mean, there are
understand.
so many situations, so many things that have been, made public that nobody ever knows the end of it. You hear the beginning, they will make so much noise. I mean, a very good example was the case of that young boy that that was deleted from high school. Where, to the point where one of the boys say make them see waiting and go down, say nothing go happen to him. And not true. I mean, if small picking like that, Victor say nothing go do him, so nobody go do anything to him. If he get that kind of audacity to say, I did hear him, make I see as on a level, as on a power try reach. And until today, really, nobody said anything. Nobody. I mean, they say person carry all the money for ASU lecturers them. They say the person they work out for main road, that nobody don't ever arrest them. Nobody don't ever ask them a question or say, oh yeah, Ogbeni, all the money where you carry, where you put them. Nothing. The man will slap young girl for road when he go, I be for inside store. When he carry himself, go they do what he not supposed to as senator. Till tomorrow. Instead, waiting and even do that one. They open road for ambulance and a chairman for Actors Guild. I mean, it's just a free for all people. They behave anyhow. They feel they can get away with anything, and they truly get it. I mean, this one of NSAS, everybody for world sabi the matter. It wasn't a quiet affair. The people were deleted. They asked the Chris man. He said, no, he don't see anything. Well, nobody was. Well, shame me. Shame me. Our matter. Everything go they rise. Nobody go talk anything. Nobody says anything. It doesn't ever have an end. Nobody gets questioned. Nobody is responsible. Oh God. God. It's really sad. It's really sad.
It's more than even sad. Now, this Sylvester's case, the guy that said nothing will happen to him, not be so-called the elite picking. Now, elite picking. So they go protect them by all means necessary. Even the present case, lower that they are doing about this doctor that went to have his way with his niece, the wife's sister's child in his house, 15-year-old girl. Turns out the guy, he claims saying be doctor. He even gets facility for Ikeja side, where they practice whether na OBGYN and oncology, they say they practice. Come to find out, the guy is not a doctor. The guy he has a
Are you serious? He's not a doctor.
I'm telling you, not a doctor. They found out in London. They found out, they went to check him out. Apparently, when they went to find out, dug up information, they now discovered that the guy had done it to small, little boys. Recorded it and replay it for his viewing. Hey,
no way.
In London, they have him on. They are actually waiting for. If he comes back to London, he can't leave again. Okay. Now they also found out, and the children when they record children when they do, all these children when they do refugee children, vulnerable children. Now do want to come carry the food come Nigeria, come open facility when you no get any specialty in. OBGYN and oncology, how many people? Some people come out now, they talk, say, okay, no wonder now, what did this man do to them? Even the person people when they work with them, don't disband some of them.
Meanwhile, but did he employ people though?
He
as
employed
doctors.
people now. I don't know if he employed doctors. That I don't know.
Hey,
So it sounded like a testing, and he had a charitable organization that people were supporting him, like the likes of Kate Henshaw, Princess Comedian. They were now saying that if you have ever gone to do your test with him, we need to hear from you, and stuff like that. Imagine, do you know that they're trying to cover it up? They reported the case in 2021, my sister. They tried to cover it up. The mother came out and said the wife should not touch her son. No, nobody will touch her son. Is it a new thing? Is it not something that people have been doing before?
no
The son,
way.
I'm telling you, so the big people, so-called in the Lagos, they are trying to cover it up. They're trying to keep the case on the wraps. The man is still operating in his facility in Ikeja as at 2 days ago when I was listening to Princess Comedian. This is how decadent Nigeria is. And when you come here and you call it out, you get people will be coming on here and be getting sentimental and emotional, as if they are more Nigerian than
You mean that
I am.
man is still, the office is still
He's
opened?
still open and he's still working as you and I speak. The so-called police people are claiming that they cannot find him. They had videos of him recorded, as in he's working with gloves and everything, still working on people like this.
Wow.
This man is a doctor.
Wow.
He is not a doctor. So you imagine the level of decadence where people are just coming with fake certificates, claiming to be who they are not, to come and take and just snatch people's lives away. This is where our society is. So when people sit at the school, they shout like this. I'm not doing it for myself. I'm crying out from the innocent people that are daily losing that they are deleting on a daily because of of the level of corruption and lack of accountability on all levels. It is terrible. It is stink. It is disgusting. People wey no fit afford certain things now, they not get choice. They go those kind of hospitals. They go this na specialist true. The man has no certificate. Na MBA do. They even show the letter where they write and tell am say e no go fit succeed for this in OBGYN when he won't do or something like that. He was trying to force somebody to do a recommendation for him, and the man turned the recommendation. You can go and read it up on Princess Comedian. This thing you go see am. It's terrible.
Wow.
This is
No,
where
Yeah,
but
what?
you know, but
Yeah,
you
I
know,
watched the
we
Omoye,
have
interview
to
on
get
TV.
it right.
but
We don't
Omoye,
have a choice.
Omoye, do
see,
you
We
know? Do
cannot
you know?
fold
Do
our
you
hands.
know? There was one time years ago they caught the chairman of Abuja Bar Association. He's not a lawyer. Abuja, not Sokoto. That is the level where Nigeria can go. You know, that's bad.
the chairman is supposed to be a lawyer, Abi.
Of course, yes. Yeah, he's supposed to be a lawyer.
But he wasn't.
He is not a lawyer.
Oh wow.
You know,
He's-
for me, when people can look at their fellow humans and lie like that, that's a very dangerous thing. Imo people they talk say, if snake enter your house and Imbise man enter, kill the Imbise man first before you kill the snake.
Before you kill the snake.
Because waiting enter house, so if he catch you, you will not finish. If this kind person fit look people for eye, day in, day out, you sleep at night, you wake up in the morning, and you deliberately fool people, you deliberately lie, and then you deliberately collect their hard-earned money. Wo, ọ̀rọ̀ ti tán. Matter
I'm
is
telling you.
closed.
I'm telling you.
That's what Yoruba people talk.
Ọ̀rọ̀ ti tán, because nothing with that kind of person no fit do.
Oh,
To stand for main road, carry carry say something wey you want take shoot person, na small be that, na child's play. Na
Oh.
Then it
chuki,
is funny.
Chucky
Jennifer go
movie be
fit still
that.
come Princess still come national television to come and say
Mhm.
things like this. It's so funny and nothing. Oh God.
It's
And we
Nigeria
go
na
sad.
fold
joke.
hand.
Say
And
you
we go
open
fold
eye.
hand.
Hey,
Eh?
you open
We-
eye. So in get hospital as in day so. He has
for Ikeja,
equipment.
he get equipment for Ikeja.
Wow.
If you want to know the name of the hospital, go on Princess. He did there. The woman put everything out there. I'm telling you, people.
And
So now this
people
one
have
I
been
will.
going there for years.
Yes, dim. You know Nigerians, thick. Their head na thick skull dey inside. And they know they listen. They know they pay attention. They go still they patronize this man when they know say foundationally to the
You don't
core of
get
him.
anything.
Nothing. The guy is a damaged human being. They go see they go there. They say, by the way, he even forced himself on his mama house girl when he grew up.
So you
He
don't
forced
say where it
himself. He
starts.
don't say when it start. So they can't go allegedly. They can't say the mama go carry the girl, can't go comot the thing for the girl. Ẹ̀ṣẹ̀ pọ̀ jù. There's too much ẹ̀ṣẹ̀ ti pọ̀ jù ní Nigeria.
So you
I'm
see that
sorry.
kind of person, he feels so empowered to do such a
Thank
thing
you.
because he knows nobody can touch him.
No repercussion.
No
Nothing.
repercussion. Nobody's going to hold him accountable for what he's doing. Therefore, I can do and get away with it and even do more. Tell me, that kind of person, if they've seen another place today, they never for don't shut down the place.
Quickly.
Then for don't shut and down, then for don't shut and down, then let's close the place first. Then we start the discussion. Before we even start, first of all business, everything. What did they do to this girl? What's be this girl name? The one where she's a popular case. I've forgotten her name. Oh, the one where do something about blood. Where they talk say she feel carry one drop of blood, take do so many what is it called? Tests.
Oh yeah,
The
I
popular-
remember.
oh,
I remember.
what's the girl's name?
German girl. The
Yes.
German girl.
The one where
Yeah.
open eyes, stand in front of millions of people, collect money from not be just my people. Serious people collect serious investor money. Look there for eye. When the case starts, then first of all, look, before we even go anywhere, just shut everything down. This is not a matter of talk. We're not talking about, let's just close everything down, then we go start to talk the matter. It can't happen. You try them, then go, do you know who I am? Now, so then the first starts. Do you know who I am?
In fact, and we know go fit this. When I think about these things, I go say I can't be quiet. I just can't. I just have to put my voice out there. I beg. When person see bad, good make you keep quiet. Now you don't finish that society. People they do big manism. This one will cover this one. This one will cover this one sin. Will cover this one sin. They cover each other's sin. Grave sin against your own fellow human. You go do that kind of thing. You go open your eye, do that kind of thing. You no shake. Your spirit no shake. Nothing. There's a problem. We cannot be silent. We can't. We no go fit. Anybody when they hear all this kind of thing, they see you say, just throw your hand up. Now so it go be. You don't know who you go meet for front. Now another person you don't know. Make God
My
not let
people
us.
say I reject them in the blood of Jesus. Now so they call them for Nigeria.
So,
Not be by portion. Like the person
what
will
do
happen to
reject?
the person
Now,
portion.
All the reject when they reject, why still they happen now? With all the rejection, why still they happen? With all the rejection, why is it still happening? Now we reject pass, now we pray pass. You go stay church, they go say do 40-day fasting, 60-day. Now Nigerians you go say for there, 100-day they go do. They go stand, they go enter road, they go do prayer. How many days? They go say that they go mountain. Still, we need to look inward.
That mountain matter. They wonder say which mountain I we get.
I don't know for them whether na Olumo rock or Olumo rock na dem dey go.
Okay. Okay, one no. Where you there, abeg? I mean, na the Now the Abuja wrong and they plan. See, oh boy, we even they talk it too far. This one we can do us abracadabra for Sister B Pian and go. We he looking face finish for picture. He say
Oh, that one are the picture of no accountability.
he said
Zero.
no. He
Now
said
carry that guy reach where they so no accountability. Nobody ever call him, draw in ear, tell him say, dude, you better calm your fast self down. No accountability.
That one do. The more you look, the less you see. He look himself finish.
He can't even dey market himself.
He see picture. He said, I don't know what you're talking about.
Exactly. He said, I'm a good looking guy. I'm a fine. Let me get one video where people say I'm a good looking guy. Somebody will see you, you're fresh. I'm a fresh guy. When I go, I just stand aside from everybody. I can't for my head, I dey get headache as I dey listen to the man. I say, wow, human being like this, they exist true.
And he actually he denied everything. In my mind, I'm thinking, you must think that we are all small. We are so small to you. We are so insignificant that you can actually look at us and then lie. And we are talking to you and you're still lying.
Lie not mean anything to him.
Oh God.
Lie don't mean anything. That one lie.
I already tell you now. They train us people don't talk when people they talk. So that's why they talk with impunity, because they have that mindset that you will not respond. You understand? Just bar, like National Assembly, they do bar and go. You understand? Take a bar and go. So that's the type of people that we are. You know, and it's not taking us far.
And then you go sleep even now. We dey sleep for church pass. You go sleep, wake up for church, but yet the heart is evil. What comes out of it is evil. Look at what we're doing to each other at home. Make it make sense. And now we go church, now we they call God pass. You never don't talk one sentence, they don't call God like 20 times. Like 100 times.
I remember that Ibadan Express. I said I remember that Ibadan Express where they go close road. And they say then they do retreats. I go say
kilometer 45.
Nobody. I mean, the other passengers when they pass the road, they don't mean anything. Say on a fee close road, people they travel. So no, I mean the road now you get and your papa house be this.
Thank you.
Therefore, you can do and undo. The other motorists meant nothing to you. Their distance and their journey means nothing to you. Meanwhile, it's not even your village, just location.
That is a typical example of you call yourself a Christian. You call your God. You keep saying this God. Like say we never hear God to our life before. God. But yet, look at what you're doing to your fellow person. You call for fasting and prayer to a location. You go shut down the road. People will be on that road for hours because of your selfishness. Even how your prayer wants to reach heaven. The people that are stuck in that traffic and crying and being uncomfortable, some people get robbed while waiting in that traffic.
You're right.
The devil is a liar. The devil is a liar. Why you go complain when they do God work? The devil is a liar. That's what they talk. The devil is a liar. We have deeper life there. We have Christ Embassy there. We have CSC there. CSC even have their Orioke there. CSC have their own mountain. Now we have mountain of fire. You understand? Go to bed. You know, so you can imagine the way we structured ourselves, we plan ourselves very well when it comes to this Christianity. But like I ask people, where results at the end of the day? Where results? I will stay here. People will tell you this. They will not see your kid carry some type of haircut. They want to advise you. Be careful. You know this American Peking. Be careful. And I ask, I say, then I ask, I say, we will know the train Peking well now. And I train Peking with morals and every other thing well. The microphone we do in our church. Now people where they invent them. The speaker we do in our church. Now people where they invent them. The chair where Deacon and pastor they use. He come from here. The rug where they for front of Deacon own seat. He come from here. Which one una do? Una train Peking well? You understand it?
Oga Paul, make I make you laugh. The first time when I come this country, I see elementary school. I see as a big reach. For my mind, I can say, and I said, my university be this. See as a university fine.
I don't blame you, my sister. Who knows me? When you put us to work,
I say, wait, I see as the place big. I see as a university fine. Now I can't look small. I can't see as children they come out. I say, show. Now which now from small they take children. They say no, send elementary school. I can't say wait. Let's understand that language again. What do you call them? Elementary school. They say equivalent to primary school. Now I look the building again. I say no. And I they do mistake. How this kind of school go big like this? How many? What did I want to teach the children? Where the school go big? Wait, I beg. I say no. Send elementary school. The school be. For my mind, I can't think say if elementary school be like this, how the secondary school won't take be? Then how the university won't take be? Now I can't see secondary school. I can't say okay. Now the university be this. Then say no. So now the secondary school I say then they call her high school. I say waiting. I say which of our schools? Which of our school? I can't think. I say we get schools that we big. Then I can't see the university in a village, a whole city. I can't
A
think.
city. Why they go call a village?
I can't think. Say which of our school not even near them at all. Which one? Man. Then I can't hear the things where students with their head correct for high school they do. How then they do things? They try they challenge themselves. I can't remember our chicken coop. When they call in secondary school for house? Say what? Say you even see chair sit down. Now by force. Say you even see teacher we go can't teach now by force.
You not get special class for home economics. Intro technology. You remember that time? When I home economics.
I mean, no, now technical drawing. Where you go get
yeah,
carry board?
technical drawing, home economics. I remember.
You go carry board, they waka. They will go give it. You go buy T-square.
Copy.
Yeah. You buy T-square and board.
You buy T-square and board. God help you that they make you look carry the T-square call school. Then go follow you. Ooh. No.
Why so you go carry your brother who will run take pen right in name.
I mean, that the day when you do mistake. Now the day when you do mistake, I go tell you say you go cut grass. They'll come carry you go backyard. Make you go cut grass. They'll come give you this one kind small knife. They say na cutlass in me. They make you take cut the grass. Now your punishments be that. Aye. Oh no.
And after they talk this one about home, let's also call out some of us that are here, because some of us that are here we are a big problem too. We go get small when you go down there here small, you can't go back home. Go they speak I want to go they buy $99 shirts and trousers. Can't they use and say they oppress people? They can't speak to you. You can't say we don't do things like you can't they speak rubbish. Exactly. Your people the correct things. Tell them the way forward. No, you go there, go they oppress them. Go they speak in
some people they this America, they get bucket where they take the bath inside shower.
Wait,
they see the tamba, they see they take water wash. Nigeria.
But
they don't go let people rest.
That's matter of to say not to speak English alone. If for no worry, make them go there, go speak. But to go and portray a very wrong lifestyle when you know say now borrow pause, they do for this side. A lot of people live on credit cards now. Even though you both said a lot of people live on credit cards. But you go there, spread the money like say people for
some
house.
Some of us where you get picky, don't be after tax with the travel. Thanks for the talk.
The truth is being exposed tonight, guys.
Yes. You go say one person born 5 children. I go say, the people see they born 5 children. They say sit down there. You know how much they come in for tax income. They say, you born 5 children. You know how much you will collect from government. Say there, make express pass. And then go house and go they do like big man, throw away
Mhm.
party, open door, everybody go no say they not come. Now as they enter back here and go they do 9 to 9 plus 5 hours more.
They get bucket inside shower for America. They take bucket, take bath like say they in Nigeria. Then they reach Nigeria, they come bring bucket, say shit. How about I take my shower in the shower jacuzzi. Meanwhile, the jacuzzi here, the bucket they take the bath.
If they even get.
They see get cup where they take they do tamba. They can't reach the side. You mean no tissue, no tissue.
No.
God.
It's so fake. It's so fake. It's so we are not helping ourselves. We are not helping those that we know.
Exactly.
It's
You
so
see, when
fake.
I go Nigeria, I tell my friends, I say, you see this shoe, as you see I'm wearing news too. Nothing say dust no day for where they come from. Now make me buy a new shoe, I not get up for America. Because nobody the thing where they do me. I don't get them. Now make me buy a. You understand? Now make me buy. I don't get them for America.
I been get one friend we come visit me some years back. He carry on in family come, and then say they won't stay for. They shall stay for once for somewhere. Now the girl, look as everybody just spend money. He can't ask me one day say, on how they save. I say, what's be that? I say, do people save? I say, save for what now? What I don't understand. As in save for. He say, saying just they say the money on I go pay money for lights, on I go pay money for water, on I go pay money for this, then go tax this one, everything as so pay. When do you save? I say, this speaking. You're speaking English language. What are you saving for? As the money they come in, they spend and they go. If you get extra to save, well, thank God, you go plan your life well. If you want save, you know go born picking. If you born like 5, you know say you go spend well. No be on our own, maybe someone I go collect. I don't know when I go collect money for bank. Everybody go just enter motor, enter business class, first class. They travel, they go anywhere, jollificated. If you really work hard for your money, go hard to spend money anyhow.
I'm telling you, Babe.
Because you will value every penny. I ask and say, look, as you sit down, so carry open newspaper. How many times you hear say Oyibo big man they fly from Sokoto from one end of the L to the other. You don't hear it. They don't do such. Man, we get money. You don't even buy limousine. I tell him, I say, look, Mark Zuckerberg, how many times you see him for tie and suits? Just tie and suit. How many times? How many times?
If you see him get 2 car, one antique. When don't get since 1978. When did they say?
Our own, we go get one small couple. Now Dubai, we go do the holiday. We get one small couple. We go sit down for outside. They chop all the food where we sabi.
Exactly.
I mean, I said it one time on your show, Omoye. Waiting the warriors. It's love of self.
Yeah.
Because if you love yourself enough and you are content with the love you have for yourself, you will think of somebody else.
Absolutely.
Because you are content with your own self.
Yes.
But the greed where they do each individual person, he cannot allow you to see another person. They drink water. You go vex. Say, how dare you? I never drink the water finish. Then you won't come follow the drink water. I drink water with a plastic cup. You won't come carry glass to take drink up. How dare you? The day we start loving ourselves, say we look our body, say, myself, like make I borrow the word, me look on. I like my body well. Maybe I mean me look on. The day when we begin to do, because that is what I mean, because I don't understand how certain things go happen to person and you go begin to they wonder. Instead, make you look for how you go solve the problem. So you don't go worry another person. You go say no, you worry me, so you don't come worry you. You say go follow them the lesson behind it.
Experience that. Yeah.
You have to experience the pain first.
You see, back in the days when you see people go learn petty trade, you go learn mechanic, tailor. You understand? Your boss will punish you. You were not happy why your boss were punishing you. Why are you punishing the people now that are working under you today?
Thank
And you are the
you.
same you is telling me that, do you know what I went through, what I go through? So why are you
Exactly.
doing the same exact
Thing.
thing
The
to these
same
same
thing.
people? You understand?
You're
I
closing the
don't
road
get it.
completely.
Then you see another aspect of this our Nigerian thing. You know, I have a childhood friend. We grew up together. This was this guy I've been in UK now for like 24, 25 years. You know, those lucky people that travel very, very young. Though the mother traveled to UK, not so the mother didn't waste time. The mother have not even gotten her papers, anything before the mother bring him and his younger brother in. This guy passed on like 2 months ago. They don't put me for WhatsApp group to contribute money.
Mm.
And so this when I talk about this thing, I say, come on now. I could remember when I lost my parents. My friends, they came, they said, Paul, give us some of your friends, and everything will create. I say, no, they not take group money, send me go school. They not take group money, do anything for me. So I don't take group money, bury my mama. Never.
Abi.
Do you understand? Never. I will never do that. I kick against it. You understand? I kick against it. As I am now, I tell my kids, I tell my siblings back home in Nigeria, and my kids here, everybody to my wife, I tell them, this is how I want. If I die tomorrow, anything. Sorry, sorry for using that word for your show. You know, so anything happened to me, but I already did my life insurance. I have my life insurance to my place of work, which doesn't really mean much because if I leave there, I'll lose it. I have my own personal one. I did things like this for my children. I put money above, of course, my company is like every other company is 4%. You understand? So I go up to 16, 20%, depending on if I have my other Niger style. If I go to junkyard, buy car, no money is coming in from other source, I increase. Because truth be told, like we will tell ourselves, I can't save all the whole money with all this problem with in Nigeria. You understand? But the one I save, you understand, on my pension, my 401k, that stick, that stays. You can't just be eating with two hands. Eat, 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 eat. My brother, you can be bringing 200 today. Tomorrow, tomorrow, maybe on health reason and any other thing, you can be bringing just 20,000. But I still want to live like somebody who is still bringing 200. That's why you have to plan. All we do, we just eat, we do competition. If I see baby children where Jordan come that party where we go, and be say next time, never, my pikin no go wear Nike again. They go must wear Jordan. Now competition. I didn't even know whether that baby children that wear those things is somebody else that even give those things as gifts. I don't know. Unnecessary competition. You take these kids to church, you understand? We go to this our party, and when we go to our party, what do we do in our party? Let's tell ourselves the truth. Is it not to be Atiku and Tinubu Emilokon? If not be what they go do
Abi.
there, what will they go do for party? Don't be to talk politics or Nigerian problem or fake pastor. Nothing really much. Just spend time, hang out, and everything. But this little thing that you just go casual and enjoy with friends around your community, you understand? You want to dress like high heavens, like they won't make you the new personal advisor to King Charles. We don't even know. It's time for us to stop this thing. When you see these white people, sometimes when we see this our so-called black people, when we talk certain things, we understand. These white people, not all of them, their parents leave every wealth for them. You
At
understand? But
all. At all.
strategically, they just plan where they
Yes.
live below their means. But we
Mm-hmm.
live above our
Above.
means.
Whoa. In fact,
That is the problem we are
we
facing.
live above and then they borrow
Plus
again
credit card,
add.
we'll finish credit card, we'll throw away and we'll collect another one, we'll finish credit card. Some people will tell you, say, now connection again, they think they get good credit score. How you go get good credit score when you dey max all your credit card? You
Ah,
understand? Then you are
no.
bringing 40,000. Somebody who is bringing 120 and you are bringing 40,000. 40,000 that you are bringing, you can qualify to buy a house. But who bring 120,000 cannot qualify. because with his 120, the debt is rolling is something else. It's off the roof.
He's rolling.
You
He's
understand?
rolling in the
You
debt.
can't qualify for nothing. Then they say, oh, this country now racist. Do you know I make 120? You make 40,000. We apply. I didn't qualify. I qualified. My brother, not talk blanket statement. Open your credit. Let us see what is in there.
Exactly.
You understand? Let us see what is in there. Let us see all the things, collection, every nonsense thing that is in there. These are the problem.
Okay,
If you cannot.
Yeah. So I mean, having said that, may we not also blanket say racism not there. But that's not the topic. That's not
Ojoro
the
no did that
topic.
one. All of us not there yet. Ojoro no
Uh-huh.
do.
Ojoro dey well, we know that. So
Better one. He did well. Surplus.
me want to focus on our issues and address each other. As in, we leave these people out of them because now we really be the problem right now. We get problem to address. The problem also starts from person go get house get for house. You go treat am like say no be person born am. Okay, you go get domestic staff, driver, gardener. You go treat them like say they no be now another planet. Now they come from all that wickedness to self. Do you understand? We need to address these things. It's not normal because the moment we start, you just talk about love just now. I think you talk about love. BB also talk about love. It's a trickle down effect. Now the way you take they treat yourself, now you take treat others. When you dey treat people terribly, it's a reflection on you and who you are. As in, they see anything good about yourself. So you dey channel am on somebody else. So you go dey hate. Meanwhile, na yourself you really, really get that hateful. Not be the person, but you dey channel am on that person because of something in you that you don't like. We need to read. There's so many. Then maybe say the work for Nigeria is plenty. The work amongst ourselves is plenty. And if the truth be say the work cannot start until you start on your own, the individual thing. Because if every individual takes up the duty of learning to love themselves and on learning some of these things, you will be better off for the next person. You go see person when you see your neighbor when you get water, you go quickly offer them water. Because you understand what it feels like not to have water.
Oh yeah, you need to see this girl, Ekweremadu,
Yeah,
the daughter. If you watch the Punch, if you read Punch, Punch Facebook, so they make they wrote about it. You need to see people's comments. You understand the cause, the hate, the everything. We understand that these people didn't treat us bad, but you will see where we are coming from. You understand? They get cry, begged, and everything for people to help. But you need to see the cause, the hate. Some of the comments, you understand that it's also good for these so-called politicians to also learn from it. You understand? But some, God, you just imagine. Like somebody make one comment. Exactly. Somebody make a comment that I buy the comment so well. The person say, well, now you're a rich man daughter. You are looking for kidney now. It look like you are asking poor people to come and supply you kidney. But you people hang out together as rich people. Tell me any like or any comment that you've ever comment or like a poor man's person comment on the social media. Tell me. It's kind of funny. He said, tell me any rich man that marry a poor man's child in Nigeria, any politician. Rich people marry rich people, they do everything. But when it comes to kidney, now you remember that poor people, the guy said, me, I be poor man, I for donate my kidney, but my kidney, they work for another poor person body. It doesn't work for rich person.
That makes so much sense.
It was funny to me, but it makes sense. But you see some people, the level of course that you will not die, but you will stay there, you will go through this pain for long. I just say no, this is way too much. You understand?
I not still blame them. I know that yes, those words are harsh, but you also have to understand where those people are coming from. Some of those people that are commenting, some of them are at home. ASU strike. Who caused them? Now the government.
Of course.
Some of them they don't get work.
This man built churches. Say the father pray for her for church. He built church of 400 million. He built
So,
church, he built everything. Did you
so
build any hospital in your local government? Did you do
exactly,
anything? Nothing.
exactly. So
You
now
know.
waiting they sow, now they reap. So when you see people coming at people like that, see, it is very hard when somebody has love to get that type of vitriol. It is very hard. Find out, check people when they get love. That not mean say haters no go deal. That not mean say you know go get
Yeah,
people when they
definitely.
look you. But if you the love when you go get compared, you go the difference will be huge. Even with Mayor Doche, the way whole thing take happen, there were people who still went and were like pushing against her, but the amount of love that woman has
Oh yeah,
received
it's overwhelming.
surpasses. Thank you. That is it is so clear.
Only the
When
one
the
AY do Obi
Obi
Kubana.
Cubana and the rest, see how they gathered around her. That is evident of who she is. When you see people rise up and do stuff for people when they're in distress like that, how many women have gone through what Yul Edochie's wife has gone through? And I'm not talking about, maybe people that we don't know, like, people that are up there that people kind of know. How many people did you see rise up for them? When things like that happen, it speaks to the person that this thing is happening to. It says a lot about the character of the
Oh yeah,
person.
because
This
even
is
though the
why
so-called
love is
husband spoke so many good things about her, the so-called
exactly,
husband.
exactly. So you see what I mean? So these people, when they come out with such victory against Ekweremadu Pikin, it guess what? I know fit talk say yes, it's good for her because my mouth, I know fit talk that kind of thing. It's not in my place and I not get that kind of heart, right? In all, I still, if anybody fits, it did their mind, make their bed help the girl. But I've been one of those people when I know they feel sorry for any of them because now waiting their soul, now they reap. You be
And
the
you know the
person,
bad part of it, for the first time, that's when I even know that the girl too don't even have papers in the UK.
can you
Oh,
imagine?
You
she
understand?
no
So she don't
gets.
even. Oh no, she don't
Imagine.
get paper. She don't get paper. So makes it all worse. So she doesn't benefit the
Uh-huh,
NHS.
now.
So
For
just
who get?
imagine how much the parent is even spending on
So
those
your money and my
those dialysis
money.
and the likes.
Thank you.
You
Our
understand?
money, our collective wealth to now they spend. So
She no
Mm.
our
get paper.
collective wealth.
Ah, when she
Imagine.
said it, when I read it, I was shocked. I said, God,
Oh,
you know how much this man going to spend?
hmm,
You know,
Mm.
just imagine those money if so I don't fix our country.
thank
But you
you.
know the funny part, you say they won't build hospital, say therefore they take phone call, they take on your bed.
Yeah.
Nobody foresee bed for hospital.
You remember when Cecilia Ibru go jail that time, the managing director of EcoBank, they say
Uh-huh.
she's in a VIP hospital. I say hospital don't get a 5 class hospital.
Oh
I say
yeah.
hospital don't get 5 class. You know, they didn't allow people come to the hospital because one big client did there. She spent the whole 6 months in hospital. Then they discharge her. That is her own jail time. You know, so you see
Exactly.
what big people can enjoy, what we call big people, big man. So the difference is just too much. But
Exactly.
if these people have fixed that country, every local government, everything have this type of hospitals and everything. Just imagine the way the country will be.
Oh,
Somebody
if,
go the middle of nowhere, go call 911, and you go get response. If it's too far,
exactly.
air ambulance go land. Now only Yaradua get that access for Nigeria. Now only Yaradua.
Exactly. So
You know,
imagine say everybody they treat everybody well. Say to send another person picking, when they kind to people, when people they look up to say, this okay, somebody like Brekete family now, the man when they do Brekete family. If that
yes.
man comes out or somebody, maybe he has a child, comes out and says the child cries out, this is what how many hundreds of people would line up to give that child what they need because of the love at which Brekete family is attending to the
Shown to
common
others.
person.
Yeah, common people.
The poor, love is the when they say love, love is everything you need. When you can have love for one another, trust me, you not go beg for anything. You won't even ask before you ask. Person will come answer you. It's just the truth. But because these people have refused to change. It's one thing to say, okay, these people grew up, maybe they had the kind of mindset they had was whatever, whatever, but they had the opportunity to travel the world, given their positions, to see how things are done. Why don't you say, this thing is good, let me go and do it for my people back home? What stops them from doing that? This is the level. Imagine the wickedness. You see something good, you come back home, steal the resources of the commonwealth of everybody to go and continue to enjoy that thing that you have seen. How many, which kind of prayer you want me people pray for you when something happens? This is why you're seeing the types of comments that you're seeing under that girl's. And again, that girl was not a child. She did enjoy her father's wealth. What did they? Did they
25
stop?
years old.
Exactly. Did they stop their dad from treat? Which of their children called, say, Daddy, let's build hospital here. Daddy, let's build school here. Daddy, let's do this. I mean, I have parents. I had a voice. I was telling my dad, no, Daddy, don't do that. Oh, no. And they follow them. Waiting they do. This is another opportunity for
If he's
them
25
to
and
be
the
talking.
dad joined politics since 21 years ago. You understand? So which means she's even in elementary school where she started benefiting this.
Exactly. So this is
You
my
understand?
point. Yeah. You
So she
understand?
grow and enjoy this
BBNJ.
diplomatic passport thing and everything. Enjoy everything.
Everything. BBMJ, thank you so much. Oh, I
My sister,
understand. That's okay.
make me self call am a date.
Yeah,
Make I go rest.
I need
Yeah.
to fall
Thank
out
you.
too. Now they
Thank
always
you.
keep me, you and BBMJ. I need to be looking out for both of you every time. When you now come, I need to say, okay, we are going to be rounding up now, so that I know the hold you. I said I was going to round up in like
Even when all
over
of
an
us
hour
are the same
ago.
thing, you walk out the Thursday that what too. You don't be the
Oh
same.
my God. But thank you so much, Brother
Thank
Paul. I
you.
really appreciate you. Thank you so
Yeah.
much. Have a
Good night.
wonderful rest of the
Good
evening.
night.
Good
Good
night.
night, BB. Good night, Mirabel. Good night, Ineka.
I
I love you
know.
guys. What I gotta do. Bye bye. Good
Yes.
night.
All right. Whether you like it or not, God bless you.
God bless you.
Bye. So BBMJ, thank you so much. I know. I'm glad you guys enjoyed it too, because I just said let me come and catch up. I didn't have anything lined up, so we'll schedule our village meeting. Hopefully, if I'm not too tired by the weekend, but I go send out invite and I go know. Thank you so much, BB. I really appreciate you. Love you, sis. Thank you, Mirabel. I hope you have a great night. Neka, thank you. And I saw Fuwakbe. This is the first time I'm seeing you on my live. Thank you for joining us. Thank you to everyone that joined my live. Thank you so much. If I missed your name, I beg, no vex. Oh, no vex, no vex. Thank you all. And if you're catching this on replay, please like. And if you have not yet subscribed, subscribe so you can be a part of this family. And I shall see you guys on my next one. Bye.